One, two, one, two. Welcome back. It's Rise Above TV. It's Friday night. We are not going live tonight, guys. This is a recorded message. We will be back live next week. Now, I just need to let you know about Liberty Silver Designs. I've got the new rabbit pendant here on my sterling silver necklace. So big shout out to King of Sting and Casey Connolly at Liberty Silver Designs, one of our official sponsors here at Rise Above. What else do I need to tell you about very quickly? The event has now sold out. 200 members of the Ramish community have got their tickets and they're going to be joining us on March 7th at the hotel in Bournemouth. I said it was 200 capacity, 200 tickets have sold. But I am in talks with the venue to see if we can squeeze another 50 tickets. So if you weren't lucky enough to get your tickets on the first release, I do believe I'm going to be able to release some more tickets probably just after Christmas in the run-up to the event in March. Now, tonight, I have filleted episode 63. Episode 63 is an awesome episode. We had Maxwell, the grime producer from Canada, in the studio. He was dropping absolute bombs, not just on the decks. He was chatting some good rabbit as well. So, guys, I hope you enjoy it, and we will see you back live next week. Rise above. Yeah. Okay. So everyone's missed the memes. We haven't had much. We
didn't even get through the presentation from the customer services show.
Mate, I didn't even show any of the presentation. I didn't even get to it. There was so much customer services to be taken care of. So Russ Kieran straight in with some hardcore caveat.
Oh, mate, did you see his caveat he released today, this afternoon?
No.
I'll get it over to you in a moment.
He didn't send it directly to me. I actually feel offended. Rise above ashtrays. That's a good idea. Johnny 350B. They will always be full. So what have we got here? Trust the seance. It was the booster that killed me. Oh yeah, probably shouldn't say that. Cliff Toria Beckham as well. Yeah, we'll just warm you up.
Cliff Toria.
Well, I don't know. It's just like it's about time we heard a little bit more about Cliff Richard. Maybe he needs to come into the narrative.
Oh, they'll pull him out soon enough.
Yeah, of course. Now that Jimmy Savile's been reincarnated. So this picture on the left, I actually meant to show this in customer services last week. This was sent to me by JB, who's working on our website and our content with Sagehead. This is actually his postbox that he put. Oh wow! We'll get that on the screen in a minute. Send it to me on. Yeah, send it to me on Messenger. Shit. So this is his postbox, and he's diligently put his Rise Above sticker on there. And someone's crossed it out and wrote "fuck off." And he thinks it's his postman. He thinks he's got like a Pro-Viet postman. I was saying, like, you can't trust a Pro-Viet postman. You'll probably like fact check your mail. And on the right we have the latest offering for the profile picture. All of these ones always go in Telegram, so make sure you get.
There's some illegal ones in there as well in Telegram, guys. If you want to head over there, there's stuff we definitely can't show live on Rise Above.
Some proper like contraband memes, really, really saucy. Make sure you do subscribe to Telegram. I'm also going to be trying streaming to Telegram soon as well.
You still banned from Facebook?
Yes, 7 more days. Oh, it's the Crown in Bridport is the pub, is the anti-Coviet pub. If you want to go and chill there, they have a meeting every week. I believe it was Tuesdays or Wednesdays. That's the anti-Coviet pub in Bridport, the Crown. Oh right, okay, straight on the screen.
Straight on.
I wonder what the original name of this piece of art is. Because this is like by a Grand Master, you can see.
It's very creative.
His name's Russ Kieran. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, big up, Russ. Loving your work, mate.
Remember, if you want to send us any memes live on the show, riseabovelivestream@gmail.com, or if you're friends with me on Facebook, it's always better to send them.
Yeah, ping them over. I'm monitoring everything, guys.
Yeah, Andy PG's in control of everything here. So, all right, let's get rid of that one. Now, yes, let's get down to business. For anyone that's new to Rise Above, we don't just like talk about the news. We don't just look at memes. We have guests, we have researchers, but people stay for the memes. They might come for the research, but they stay for the memes, right? So on the right, we've got Lord Schwab. This is not our work.
No. I said in our private WhatsApp group, this is one of the best pieces of caveat I think
it's amazing. Come out. Whoever made this lightly watches the show. I don't know if you could put so much concept into one piece of caveat.
100%. We're the only ones that say anal Schwab.
Look, even the rainbow smiley face with the Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
On. I mean, come on.
And the hair, and the Hitler hair.
The triad of anal Schwabs under his forefinger.
He's got the magenta cape, the magenta tie.
It's just so great on so many different levels.
The reset epaulets.
Even the triangles behind his eyes and everything. It's just so good. But on the left, this is our work. This is obviously from Sagehead. You don't need to see the marker to know that. And Sagehead says there will always be a third option. It's usually offered by Master Lee. So you just... That's better than any Matrix meme I've seen before, even with the 2 dogs as well. That's absolutely badass.
Gosh.
Yes, that deserved the gosh, absolutely. So Yes, Auntie Covia dodging those metaphysical Britneys is our very own. That's Neo doing that? It's not Morpheus, is it?
Yeah, that's Neo. Yeah. Obviously,
Master
superimposed as
Lee's
Master Lee.
more of a Morpheus, to be honest, but Neo will do in this case.
Well, I think that was the hidden meaning in the movie The Matrix. Dodging the bullets is dodging the darts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dodging the stabby jabs.
Poison dart straight to the heart. Right. Okay, so I'm actually splitting, apart from our guests and the music tonight, I'm splitting the show into 3. But we're still just in the intro of memes. There's going to be news from Clan World.
Yep, of course.
World War 33 report.
Yep.
And there's like a Greta reset section. We're not even in Clan World yet. I'll just
no.
Okay.
We're just toes in the water, guys.
So this is a virtue.
Is it too late to send any content over?
No.
Ping it over, Master Lee. I'll upload it onto the stream.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can do.
Andy PG's actually got 2 mice. He's got one mouse to control his computer, and he's got a second purgatory mouse, proxy mouse to control my computer. So he's really working it right here.
We've got a first meme live.
Whoa,
straight in.
Gosh. Who's it from?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay,
it's from Rise and Shine, but let's get it.
We haven't heard from Jake for a while. So this is a UK HM government rise above safety warning for virtue signals, dangerous virtue signals, spewing up virtue signals. Symptoms include a Twitter profile full of flags and obsession with badges. This is really good, really good. I love the purple hair on the NPC as well. That's dope.
Yes, magenta, of course.
Magenta.
Big up Human Vibration if you're tuned in.
Yeah, big shout out to Human Vibration. Oh my god, no way. How
bring it over.
Bring it. What did
Al Gore?
Al Gore. Shit. Holy shit, comrade.
Thank you, Rise and Shine.
Well done, Rise and Shine. That was quick. Al Gore. Because you
in real time.
Maxwell, in case you didn't know, right, our obsession with Al Gore is actually about the algorithm, because like the algorithm. So like Al Gore is always like bogling behind us, like listening to what we're saying. But you know, an owl is a very perceptive animal.
It's a very occulted animal.
Got massive ears and eyes, always watching and listening all the time. 360-degree vision, Al Gore.
366-degree vision. I think we're fine.
3366 vision. Holy shit!
I got hit by Al Gore today. Was it
Did
yesterday?
you?
Yeah, on Facebook.
On
I
Facebook.
got banned.
You don't normally get bans.
On a 24-hour ban.
You normally fly under the radar, Master Lee.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say like someone needs punching or something like that?
Yeah, I was inciting violence.
A rhetorical this needs whoever does this needs a punch. Yeah.
No, but it's to do with Mike Tyson punching that troll that sat behind him.
Oh yeah, I saw that online.
Yeah. Did you see what the guy was doing?
He's calling him a peasant and throwing bottles at him.
He was calling Mike Tyson a peasant.
Yeah, and he was like throwing plastic bottles at him for a good few minutes. And then Mike, he didn't just hit him once; he unleashed a combo, mate. Direct on the plane, whilst he was still sitting in his seat.
I bet he was.
I showed support for Mike Tyson, and I got a ban for it.
I think this might be another Will Smith slappy slab distraction.
I don't think Mike Tyson plays around. I don't think you can pay Mike Tyson to do things he doesn't want to do. Mike Tyson,
yeah, maybe the darker cultists leave Mike Tyson alone.
Yeah, I don't. Well, we'll probably see like what comes of it. It probably won't even get mentioned. Well, it's been around a little bit today. I saw the video of it before the mainstream media talked about it. But okay, where were we? Yeah, so dangerous levels of virtue signalling. We all know what this one means.
Basically, just puking out whatever the media, lapping up whatever the media pukes out.
Now here's some more work. This is brand new from Sagehead. I got this one today. The subject of this meme we will be talking about a little bit later on. The picture of Ed Sheeran on the wall is obviously inspired by Terra Slim.
We've got the Ukraine. We've got the UN symbol there on the wall.
I don't even know if I want to read out the words on the meme because we'll probably get some double M ban from Ronald. Look, it's Ronald McDonald. Oh my days! Is that Tony and Cherie Blair in the other picture?
Yeah, of course.
Wow,
of course. I'm surprised Hillary Clinton's not somewhere out there on the wall.
Super good.
Gosh,
indeed. And this meme speaks for itself. This was inspired off a conversation in our private group earlier on today. Did you ask for this directly, Lee?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Master
Yeah.
Lee commissioned this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
and of course,
I don't know if this
Sagehead got
happens to
straight on
anybody
it.
else. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but Facebook loves to send friends requests from people that are either wearing a mask, boasting about their third jab or booster, or Nazi supporters.
yeah. Like medical fascists, actual Nazis, and cucks. It's like what a great pick and mix selection. Awesome. So yeah, this is Master Lee going through his friend 33.
Oh, so he's got so green, accept friend request. Red, release the hounds on them.
Release the digital hounds. Wow, this is brilliant work from Sagehead.
I think it's some kind of digital wind-up.
Yeah, I mean, I do wonder because I some of the sponsored ads that I get.
We've got more memes come in live
Really?
straight up,
Holy
mate. Yeah.
shit! Who's this from?
And
Oh my god, it's got that meme's got Bruce Willis on it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hang on, we've got another. They've sent
just
in
to give
two.
potential friends that send requests to me, I kind of flick through the Facebook profiles before I accept them, and sometimes you find by the time you get to like the 33rd Facebook profile picture, they're wearing a mask or something like that.
After a while, yeah, it's just spewing out bots. Oh, this is a new entry. I won't call out his name. He maybe wants to be anonymous. We'll just call him Double G. Right. This is a brand new memetician that's just entered the fold. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Yeah.
What? Do you want to break this down?
Okay, what have we got here? Disney Pixar Wall-E, release date autumn 2022, part 3, always trust the science. Oh wow, this is like Lord Schwab controlling some sort of like robotic delivery drone. I was once the Joe Biden of physics. Neither of us can hold in a turd. Whoa. Welcome to the family, Double
We've got
G.
Witty there. Pfizer shares just going through the roof.
So, oh right. So what's happening in autumn this year? Probably another season of the Soviet Union and a massive famine.
And there's another one there, Lance, as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
What
Second from GG, Double G.
Wow.
So we've got Bruce Willis. And you've got Will Smith slapping Chris Rock central at the Oscars.
Right, so let's put this into context, right? Because, we surmised that this aphasia that Bruce Willis is suffering from is what a leading Britney Spears concert attendance side effect, right? And it makes you unable to process language and speak. So here we've got, what is the show with this little dude with the afro?
Oh, it's Different Strokes. It was called, yeah, back in the 80s.
That's Gary Coleman, isn't it?
That's right.
So Gary Coleman, he's gone, what are you talking about, Willis? Shane warned me, but oh my god, look, like this is like, how many different episodes of Rise Above would you need to watch to be able to
he's watching.
Probably 33 degrees.
He's fully tuned in. He's watched at least 33 shows.
Wow. Look, yeah, because Bruce Willis has just got thought bubbles because he can't talk anymore.
From Shane Warne.
Oh fuck. This is like it's like that Looper film where there's like a time loop put in, including Shane Warne. Oh, look who's just strolled into the studio. It's only Homer Beats.
Homer Beats, good
nice
evening,
and on time,
sir.
He made it. So, the team is complete. Oh, and Sin Star Dread is here as well. Holy shit. Mate, we've just had like Rams.
Is this the most we've had in the studio tonight?
Probably, yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
My wife's going to be well impressed. Okay, so yeah, it's a proper party here at Rise Above tonight. Let's Oh, Andy already wants to swap the decks before he's even played the set. Okay. No, we don't want that one. How many people have we got tuned in? Look, 330 people.
Of course. What other number would be acceptable?
Steve, come and say hello, mate. Speak to the people.
Sin Star Dread, he's here in the studio.
Good to see you. Yeah, go and give it to the missus. Go and say hello. Okay. So, yeah, the memes are on fire tonight. Absolutely on fire. Right. We're now stepping into the next section of the show. What time is it? Perfect. It's 21:33.
It's 9:33.
Absolute carnage. Right. The name's Ronald, and everyone prays to me. I'm going to call this section of the show News from Clown World. How does that sound, yeah?
Yep.
Sound pretty good? Okay. So, whoa.
This is a brilliant one.
Let's go straight and deep. This is both work from from Russ Kieran. Savile, the sexual predator, Jimmy Savile and friends. We are live at Broadmoor Hospital. The reason we've got this on the screen, we're actually a bit late on this year.
Yep.
Because Netflix has just dropped a two-parter. Jimmy Savile, a British horror story, something like that. Can anyone guess exactly what day they dropped it on?
I know.
It's a few weeks back now. I'll give you a clue. It was in March. Anyone guess what day in March? Anyone?
The 21st.
No, 22nd.
Sorry, 22nd.
It was the 22nd
322.
322. So on 322, on the Skull and Bones Day, the Jimmy Savile special was launched by...
Was released into the ether.
was released into the ether. Is that a coincidence in The Guardian?
Never.
Never.
Never. A coincidence.
Well, it's a 365 in one chance, I guess. So people are saying, "Oh my god, look at this meme! Like that actually looks better than Arnold Schwarzenegger."
Yeah, this is brilliant. This is one of my favourites I've seen, I think.
Yeah.
And guys,
Inside Dread is like that is quality. That's
guys, don't
quality
confuse the Netflix release documentary about docu-series, drama, whatever it is, about Jimmy Savile. That's not the one with Steve Coogan.
No.
This
That's
is coming up.
Steve
That's
Coogan
the BBC one called The Reckoning. Yeah,
This is the
one you need
warm-up.
to watch out for.
Yeah.
This is just the warm-up.
Because I need to talk about this, right? Myself and in the Guardians have a conversation. We said, like, for research purposes, we feel like we should watch these things. But like Lee said, well, I need to think about my essence. Do I want to give my essence to this? Do I want to take on these extra like?
Do you want to give your attention to Jimmy Savile?
Do you want Master Ginny's impressions going into your bio suit? That's the end of the day. However, I watched it. I took one for the team. I think my mental fortress is strong enough to withstand the Savile power. Right now, all I'm going to say is I have researched Jimmy Savile extensively. Even I was blown away by some of the clips that they found.
Mate, there's some... I haven't seen it, but I've heard there's footage in there which has never been seen before.
Have you ever seen when they've digitally remastered things from like the 20s or 30s?
Yeah.
Well, they've like got stuff from the 60s and they've now like remastered it into like 4K. They have literally... Because we saw Jimmy Savile when he was old. Imagine seeing the master at work when he was young. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm like...
Idolising the guy.
I was actually in awe of him because I know what he is. He's a dark sorcerer.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just going to say for anyone that's been listening to the show and heard us talk about Jimmy Savile almost every week, listen to what we said and then go and watch that Netflix special. I'm not going to recommend it, but I am. Like honestly, it was for me. It cemented everything that myself, Andy, PG, Lee, Oma Beats, everything we've been talking about. It literally cemented it. Has anyone else seen it? Let me hear in the comments.
Like we've speculated before that Jimmy Savile was actually. I mean, like we've said about every. Medieval castle needs a magician, needs a wizard.
Yeah.
And we speculate that Jimmy Savile was the Grand Wizard of
every
the
dynasty has
the Windsor family.
I've also been looking into that other thing I put in the group, fellas, about Jimmy Savile, about the Yorkshire Ripper and his connection to that.
Yeah. He was part of the cult, the death cult.
Yeah.
That people like Sidney Cook, they were involved. I mean, we all know Sean Atwood on YouTube. He talks extensively about the satanic ritual abuse of the death cult, which housed Jimmy Savile, Sidney Cook, all these prolific old school paedophiles that nothing ever gets happened to them whilst they're still alive.
No, he got away with it. Like he said on his gravestone, it was good while it lasted.
Gosh.
So yeah, that's the first entry from Clown World News this week. 3 or 4 weeks late with that one because now obviously it's like the 20. Oh, look to the day, a month to the day we're talking about it. Today's the 22nd. See today's date is a palindrome.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah. So 22/4/22. Very interesting. I think it's about time we had an update with the old coinciditis news. So I won't read all of these things out in full because we probably get in trouble. But yeah, these numbers here are pretty
769 athletes.
That's old. I saw one the other day. It's now up to 900. But look what the average age is.
23
or
cardiac arrest.
Or 2 3s, you could say.
Yeah.
So there's a 33 there. So Britney Spears' technology could create the first cure for heart attacks. Wow. What coincidence.
Well, we all know how they like to invert everything. I'd say that's what's actually causing the heart attacks.
I would say, a classic problem reaction solution, if you ever saw one. And I thought this one,
And then we got the Divock watch
the
there.
Divock watch. Your smart watch can tell you what strain of Divock you've got even before you've got symptoms.
What?
Yeah, imagine that. How
So
like,
that's
efficient
it's
that is.
literally just programming you like with medical misinformation directly attached to one of your limbs. It's just telling you what you've got.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me address that. Why, Dougie Gemmell? Welcome to the show. Thanks for asking the question. Why do we think they're resurrecting Savile?
Well,
Why not?
That'd be obvious. It's an honour. It would be an absolute honour.
Well,
Because
first
they
of all,
can.
yeah, because they can. Secondly, because he's probably greatly missed. I would say, hey, if half of the stuff we believe is true, he's probably made some contracts to make sure that he was coming back.
And
in one form or another.
let's not forget that if we're right about these entities from other dimensions, universes, whatever you want to call it, another realm or reality, who come into this physical existence via a meat suit, then it doesn't matter that Grandmaster Jimmy Savile's body's not here anymore, does it?
Grandmaster Jimmy Savile. That's actually how we refer to him.
Because his consciousness will just be re-uploaded into another meat suit, i.e. Steve Coogan.
Well, I think he's roaming around the realm. He's reanimated.
He's roaming, Master Lee?
Yeah. I haven't been able to figure out in which meat suit, but I would suggest that he has reanimated back into the realm. So I'd be very watchful to
You
the
heard it
media.
here first. Rise above Inner Guardians.
Boom.
Good evening, Master Lee.
Salutations. Yeah, it'd be interesting if anybody can spot him. If there's any clues.
Me, sir. It's Steve Coogan.
Yeah.
Steve Coogan is.
I mean, why else would you call the Savile documentary The Reckoning?
Or maybe he's just channeling. Who knows? So
No,
yeah,
I don't think it's Steve Coogan.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
No. It could be I don't know. Ed Sheeran.
Oh, Ed Sheeran, that little ginger fuck.
You heard it here first, guys.
We need to get a hit list. Like 33.
There's 339 people currently tuned in.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wow. We said the other day there was a video of Ed Sheeran. He turned up in a pub with that grime MC JK, who's getting quite big. And Terror Slim's like, JK's next. He's going next. He's rolling up to pubs with Ed Sheeran. If you're sitting around with Ed Sheeran hanging around too much, you are a goner, mate. You're goodbye.
The angel of death, the ginger angel of death.
So I was talking about coinciditis, and it was the hot topic for a long time. So this again is old, but we didn't get to cover it because customer services were such fire, right? Tennis world rocked as 15 fully Britney Speared players unable to finish Miami Open. Am I right in thinking this is the Miami Open that wouldn't accept no Britney Djokovic?
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
So what, 15? Now, obviously, the first thing the naysayers are going to say, oh, there was muscle pains, there was ripped pectorals. Yeah. Okay.
That'll happen when your heart's going to explode.
Yeah, well, stabbing, it feels like a needle going in and out. That's the words.
Just
of rough
constantly.
Needle. So as this happens, as 15 players leave this or retire early from this one tournament, and apparently the word is that they have to be fully Britneyed. We know they do because of the narrative provided.
Same as all the Premier League footballers.
Yeah,
if one of them drops down, you know they've been double speared.
Novak Divock.
Novak Divock.
Novak, no Jack Divock.
Novak Djokovic.
No joke Divock. Right. So just as all this happens, no Divock is basically saying, well, do you know what? I was blatantly the best tennis player ever. Now everyone you have to get Mayo or pericarditis to play tennis. I'm retiring.
Yeah, well, why not?
Wouldn't you?
I mean, he's definitely going to be the best. But if every other professional tennis player is dropping dead around him because they're going to
have to change the rules.
Well,
They'll make it very simple. Whoever can finish the game wins.
Yeah. You just have to get to the end. I can't remember what sport it was, but I'm sure there was talk in one major sport of actually shortening the match time.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
What
they were
sport
going to
was
try. I think it was soccer.
Soccer.
I think so.
It won't be 45 minutes each way?
I think they're going to do 60 minutes. That's what they said because it's just too much strain on the cardiac vascular system.
They're going to make the goalpost bigger as well.
I don't know. I did read as well a couple of weeks ago
goalposts.
in professional tennis that one of the ball collector people, they just fucking went straight down because of a
Ball collector
divot
people.
Chester. You know what are they called? Ball boys, ball girls, whatever.
ball persons.
The who collect the ball when it hits the net. Yeah, I heard one of those went down straight, just hit the deck with some fucking chest pains and heart issues mid-match. So it's not just the players as well. It's the help that have been affected.
Well, yeah, it's just that everyone's watching the players. No one really cares about anyone else, do they? So, okay. Yeah, I think we've covered that. Yeah.
A few 33s and 66s there, mate.
You see what's coming next.
Have we actually formally introduced our guest for this evening?
I have introduced our guest, and we will be chatting with Maxwell when we've got make some space for him here at the station. About
so.
He'll be up to the
10:30.
console.
You know, there is another mic if anyone else wants to talk. We have 4 mics.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry, everyone turned up after the show.
Yeah, feel free to jump in, guys.
Yeah.
We were going to jump in actually.
Yeah. Go jump in. What you want to talk about? Joke Cove yet?
I was thinking more about music.
We're gonna have some. It's only like 45 minutes in. Andy Homer.
I know.
All right. So 10:30. We're gonna have some music.
Oh, we've got one in from Sagehead direct.
A direct Sagehead. Holy shit!
Straight to my
how am I ever going to get through this swab show?
Oh
with
my
everything flying
days!
at
This
us?
is
Holy shit. Right. Does anyone remember this subway shooting happened in Brooklyn?
Yeah, and that just coincidentally, that's coming towards the end of the season of Sacrifice that happened. So it's a 40-day period, guys, starting in March, ending in April, and just right at the end of it, there's Lance, just talk about the shooting.
Well,
how many bullets?
There were 33 shots fired. Funnily enough, 23 people were injured. So that's 33 shots and 3 injured. So that's a 2-3. That's 2 threes and a 33. There's a double 33 there. But there was more than that. When I looked at the New York, the ABC New York, it was done on 36th Street. So that's 3 sixes, 666. And then
guys, if you're wondering why we're not just pulling these numbers out of thin air, this is how the dark occultists use their numerology.
I would almost say that a pattern is starting to emerge.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, there's been pattern inverted for decades.
And it happened right on April the 12th. So 12, 1-2, that's a 3.
Yep.
And then 2022, that's 3 2s. That's 3 sixes. So basically, when you have this many triple sixes and double and 33s, listen, if you get a double triple six and a double 33 in one story, I would say that this has got the hands of the controllers around it.
The Divok practitioners.
Are you loading me up with a fresh meat?
I am, mate. We've got one direct from Sagehead.
Direct from Sagehead.
Well, that's Master Lee's attack dogs.
We badly need a button, like a special sound for like an incoming meme. It has
we
like
do actually.
Siren,
that's a good shout.
Some sort of explosion, like incoming meme. We'll get that done. Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, what's that?
I'll leave that to you now.
Holy
there we go.
Shizzle. All right. Okay. That needs.
I think we're gonna have to zoom in.
No,
on
I need to get that. Needs its own slide, mate. Let me go back in. Otherwise, it'll be too small.
We love
the mouse. Only one of us can control.
We love the
look.
live memes, guys, coming in. Just keep them coming.
So a minute ago, we were talking about Ed Sheeran and how he's sort of like the angel of death. Oh right, it's already on the screen. Sweet, I can see what's going on there. So yeah, who sent this? Is this from?
This is from Sagehead.
This is from Sagehead. Wow. Yeah. Can we have it in red? Because
can we have it in red?
The Ginge Reaper or the Red Death?
The Ginge Reaper.
Yeah. Someone else called it that. I want to Terror Stims thread. Heavy. Where's my slideshow gone? Oh my god, we're getting so out of control here. What's going on?
Brilliant.
It is brilliant. This is the best thing. Right, where do we get to? He's sort of having the right old fucking natter in the corner over here as well. That's why I turned the mic off.
The DJ booth is busy.
The DJ booth is busy. Right. Okay. So we're still in Clown World. When we finish Clown World, we will have some music. We'll probably have a bit from Oma Beats before we have a chat with Maxwell. So the gunman fires 33 shots in 666 Street. 2-3 injured. Yeah, you get the idea. This was another story this week.
Yeah, more fucking retardation.
So Netflix in the first time has lost like millions of subscribers, and it was exactly the same time that I think it was Apple brought out the pregnant man emoji, and also Netflix has released this. He's expecting.
Wait, there's a pregnant man emoji.
Yeah, there's more than one. There's a whole series of pregnant.
Seriously?
Man emojis. Yeah, people have got rid of their smartphones and gone for burners because of it.
Oh my days.
Oh, Helen says the dogs are saying hello to the Ra family. Hello, Inner Guardians dogs.
Good evening, Mrs. Guardians.
Mrs. Guardians. Okay, so So this is the thing as well.
Oh my god!
And you know, we've already made the distinction between people who are gay and trans and this crazy trans rainbow agenda. So if anyone's wondering if we're right-wing bigots or not, please go back and listen to other shows when we've explained that in detail. Big difference between this sort of deliberate inversion here that
they're filling kids' fucking minds with.
Oh, yeah.
If you just Google, someone sent this to me earlier, a screenshot of, if you just put into Google, can men get pregnant? It comes up straight up as yes. This is more common than you may think. I mean, no.
It links into a story I'm going to cover in a second regarding Disney as well. So keep this in your minds about this agenda.
Disney and Epstein.
Just chuck this in for good measure. This is obviously from Sagehead.
The Rothschild arms.
Is that Barack Obama having
Hillary Clinton
having a lunchtime meeting?
Then we've got the sign of the pub. It's a fucking pentagram, inverted pentagram
everywhere. There's like the seal of Lucifer.
The seal of Lucifer, and look on the chimney at the top. There's a fucking goat's head coming through, a ram's horn coming through the chimney.
It's like a Where's Wally picture. You've got to carry on looking at it to get the next occulted level.
God, you wouldn't want to live next to all of that, would you?
Shout out to Lord Doobsworth, Art Matters, Bath North East, everyone else tuned in. And we've got 365 days a year. Rise Above Live.
Rise above, generate, rise above, distinguish fear,
Okay.
Rise above.
Oh, we got some stats.
This is one of those stories where I'm going to have to use some heavily occulted Aborigine slang language to avoid Al Gore butt fucking me live on air. Right?
So, guys, if you don't understand what we're talking about, go back to the ABC of Rise
Go back
Above
and learn the alphabet, peasants. Right. So this new H word, that is we're going to call it hippopotamus. It's come out in the last couple of weeks. There's been a hippopotamus pandemic with kids. Now, obviously, the first injection into the narrative from the Soviet info lords is that it's caused by the people's pandemic and the virus. However, it very quickly, and I'm reading left to right here. If you look in the middle, this is from the Journal of Hepatology. So I guess they study hippopotamus at a minute level, right? They said
issue 3 on March 22nd, 322.
Immune-mediated hippopotamus with the modify your RNA, Britney Spears, is no longer an element of coinciditis. It's actually confirmed. Okay, you've got to watch Rise Above to understand what I just said, or you can just read the screen. So, when I read this today, and I was actually sent some of this by Tara Slim and other people as well, right? I did a bit of research, and the first thing that literally popped onto my lap straight out the rabbit hole was this thing on the right. It's a note from Public Health England that came out on the 27th of November, 2020. And it's actually, I'll let you read it and zoom in because I'm not going to read it out. But what it basically is, it's a note to people that are administering the Britney Spears at the concert. And it basically says a prerequisite of doing that is you have to have had a hippopotamus inoculation before you go there. And if any reason you get accidentally Britneyed while you're administering it to other concert goers, you have to immediately rush to get a hippopotamus injection.
Wow.
Now, the naysayers will say, well, if that needle had hippopotamus on it from someone that was infected, you need to have the... Wait a minute, is there one of these for every single infection that could have gotten the needle? Or is it just hippopotamus? Makes you wonder. If you are at the Britney Spears concert and you're dishing out lifetime achievement tickets, right, and you accidentally Britney yourself, why have you got to rush to go and get inoculated for hippopotamus?
Interesting.
Very interesting. That's a new one for the alphabet, hippopotamus. Okay. So, let's keep an eye on this story because this only came out this week and we can add it to the list of other
It's a freshie, guys.
It's freshie. And other immuno diseases that are getting piled onto the massive heap of the people's pandemic. So,
I'd be curious to know what they actually do with the needles once they've used them.
Well, Master Lee, there's no
in the bin with the mask.
Yeah, like there's no mask bins,
just
like we've discussed
them.
with the fucking
Rebag
biohazard bins.
No, I think they rebag them, send them round to another centre.
Reuse them, yeah. That would be more efficient.
Sterilise them in graphene.
They might spit on them and then clean them.
Yeah, quick spit and polish.
Wipe them.
So, anyone can have a look into this and make sure I'm not just making it up. Here's a great one. So, the old Johnny Depp distraction, and we've got a wicked meme there from Auntie Covey. Let me just show that in full screen. Johnny Depp slapped a man. Distraction is calling. I don't even know what the case is about. It's some domestic between him and
some
his wife.
domestic issues. Yeah,
But the point is, look how much coverage it's getting, right? It's literally televised every day, 24 hours. Apparently, some YouTube streamers have got like people in the courtroom. They're streaming it. They're making tens of thousands off YouTube
Wow.
because they're getting so much
Yeah.
footfall on these streams. But wait a minute. How much of the like Ghislaine Maxwell did we see?
Fuck all.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There's nothing like trust the system when they seal the fucking documents for 150 years as well.
Yeah. What can we say? So yeah, I think
He's got some mighty big pupils there as well as Mr. Johnny Depp.
he does mighty large piles of Michael Jackson. He's probably got his own personal doctor like Michael did. Get prescribed whatever he wants. Okay. How are we doing on time? 10 o'clock. Have we seen this meme before?
Yes, the
God, sorry, I hate repeating.
Divic zombies,
Divic
NPCs.
The 5th booster has been announced, and here's the queue at the Divic Centre.
Look at that.
With the fuck Putin t-shirt. Quality. Okay.
I have noticed an increase in like lone mask wearers. Like they just sort of drag themselves around, like in isolation. I think they even separate themselves from their
Pulling their feet around.
They seem to walk slower than other people as well. I noticed them in the supermarket today because there weren't many of them, maybe only 10 out of the whole supermarket.
Well, the reason that the slaves on the plantations, but centuries ago, used to be made to wear masks is because it makes you like numb inside. It brings you into submission. That's what it does. So it's no surprise
if you
that
put
these
a filter over a car's exhaust, it won't be able to drive at top speed.
No, that's it. So no wonder these people can't even fucking walk properly if they're always covered. They're not even getting enough oxygen to their fucking brain.
They can barely decode reality properly.
No, they certainly can't decode reality in any form.
No.
The other contributing factor is that the masks are so high they can barely see.
Yeah.
Literally
like
looking
in
over the
Mexico,
mask.
people were like peering over the top of the masks.
I saw that. Yeah.
I had a good chat with Nick Longsworth yesterday. He's off to Mexico for 4 weeks.
Nice.
Books into loads of like ayahuasca retreats and stuff like that. Sounds awesome. Big up Nick. Okay.
Apparently, Turkey's a good place to go.
Yeah. Are they? They're not playing the game.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know loads of people that go out to Turkey to have their teeth done at the moment. There don't seem to be any restrictions whatsoever. And it's cheap too. Right, this is the theme of one of my short videos this week. We've got like another 20 minutes of this section before we have some music. I made a little short of this, and I called it 33rd degree blood clot sorcery. So
blood clot.
Basically, there was these stories around blood clots that were coming out 2 weeks ago. There were actually a number of stories admitting to people getting blood clots from the you-know-what, like the one I'm showing here on the left. And this woman happened to be 33 years old. Honestly, I wasn't looking for this. It just happened to be she was 33. So this woman has got a blood clot after you-know-what. She was 33. But it was in a couple of days of this story coming out on the right. And it said that there's a 33-fold increase in potentially fatal blood clots.
So many 33s.
But it's caused by, obviously, the people's pandemic. And then I looked at when it was posted. This one was 5 days after the 6th of April. And obviously, there was a 3-3 in it as well. But maybe I'm reaching on that one. But this is at the same time while there was the lockdown was starting in Shanghai.
That's right.
And
it's been super hectic there as well.
Yeah, so
people starving to death and shit.
So it's like we're having a pandemic of blood clots here, like 33 level blood clots, but Shanghai is actually having like the 3rd level of super hardcore Soviet Union. People are getting dragged out of their flats, shoved into concentration camps, starved and stuff. Literally, they're not even allowed out of their flats to walk their dogs.
No, people's doors are being welded shut in blocks of flats and stuff. We did see some of that early in 2020, did we? There were videos in cities, I think it was Wuhan, where they were literally welding people's doors shut.
Yeah, but the funny thing was, before that had happened, most people had never even heard of Wuhan.
No.
Unless you knew about China, you'd never heard of Wuhan.
No.
Everybody has heard of Shanghai. Everyone has heard of Shanghai. And now it's happening to Shanghai. So, yeah, it's a different kettle of fish.
Different whole level, different schwabbery.
Okay, right. And this is, I think, my final story for Clown World. Disney has come back into the news in the last couple of weeks. On the left is a Disney gift card. Can anyone spot what's wrong with it?
It's got a penis.
Really? Where's the penis? I can see the penis, obviously. No, it's not the only time that Minnie Mouse's shoulder and body looks like a phallus, and obviously Mickey is gripping it. And we've got like the products of the the Disney Club on the right hand side here. But the reason it came back into the news, oh sorry, yes,
Brilliant.
The reason Disney
Who did that?
Don't know.
Who is responsible for this masterpiece?
I just randomly found this. I don't know who's responsible.
I saw a great meme that they put Obama's head on Will Smith's torso when he was slapping Chris Rock, saying, "Keep my wife's dick out of your mouth."
Quality. So let me get to the story. The story is that Disney have got caught out on video, an instructional video to their high-level influencers and execs about obviously injecting the rainbow trans agenda into kids' films designed at 5-year-olds, basically taking heteronormative people out of the narrative and having LGBT rainbow trans people at the forefront of all narratives. So Disney Productions, new animated show for Moon Girl features it's creating star roles for trans characters. Disney production, okay, same headline there. Now, there was a whole thing about
we've
this.
got another live meme.
Oh God, we got. Can we save these? Save it? What is it? What's it about? Let me see. Oh God, we need like a designated meme commissioner to sit here on the desk just to do this full time. Oh my God, is it another Ed Sheeran meme?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Let me see.
You got it.
It's
Messenger.
Yeah, it's
There we
from
go.
direct from
Stagehead.
direct from Stagehead. I'll just pull that over. So, oh my God,
He's toasting the owl.
oh my days!
It's on Terra Slim's farm.
Is it Terra? You watching? Holy shit!
Oh, Sharon, go kick it out someone else's farm. That's Terra at the back, no? Yeah.
Yeah. And oh my God. Ed Sheeran is like cooking up Moloch on a barbecue
Fucking hell.
at Terra Slim's farm. Terra Slim is not pleased.
He's got. Where is he? Look at the look on Sheeran's face. That's a great picture.
Look at Terra's outfit.
He's a dapper man.
Hey, that's quality. That is absolute quality. Right, back to Disney. Sorry. So yeah, that literally just happened. This show is like all over the place. So yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. There's pictures back in 1985 of her at Disney World. Now, while this whole thing is apparently kicking off because of this video that's come out of these Disney execs, guess what else is also happening at the same time?
Go on.
March 17th, 2022. Disney employees and former judge among 108 arrested in a human trafficking sting in Florida. Has anyone heard of Polk County in Florida?
Yes, I have.
Polk County is the county that Disney has an autonomous zone in. So it's got its own police force, it's got its own judge, its own everything, right? Now,
Its own rules.
I did some digging. Here's some more stuff about Disney caught imposing radical sexual agenda on 5-year-old Americans. Disney execs admit they are pushing not at all secret gay agenda, actively promoting gendered greetings. Hitting Disney where it hurts. Florida GOP threatens to strip Walt Disney World of its right to build anything it wants inside its theme park. And they're saying it's because of this bill, about you can't say about gay people, whatever. I've got a feeling it might be about this. 108 people. 17 arrested in Florida, sexting, including Disney employees. Disney World employees among 17 arrested. Look at the dates here. This is going back to 2019. This is 2021. This is 2022. I've got more. This is 2014. Theme park employees caught in sexting, child porn arrests. 2019. Disney Youth Council molested 10-year-old girl on Disney Magic. 2013, did Disney Cruise Lines cover up sexual molestation of an 11-year-old girl?
Guys, we can go on here. Yeah.
Right. So I'm just saying, the reason I brought this up is that whatever's going on with Disney, where they're taking away like the autonomous Disney zone, I've got a feeling it might be to do with the child abuse.
Yeah.
And not just the fact that they're trying to inject the rainbow trans agenda into kids' movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at this meme of Epstein's Island. Like they're saying Disney is the tip of the iceberg. That is dope.
Yeah, whoever made that is grand old memes.
Grand old memes. They need like big props. That is serious.
Yeah, this one's flying around the internet as well. I've seen this on multiple esoteric groups and stuff.
So what are you saying, Master Lee? In the world of inversion, is it any surprise that the magical kingdom that should be the purest place ever is actually like a haven of child abuse?
Yeah, they're inverting the essence.
Yeah.
Because the essence is strong in children.
No.
Perverting the essence.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Going for the source. It's probably something to do with Jimmy Savile as well. Sure.
He's probably at the helm.
No doubt he had some like franchise of Disney England. No
So I
doubt.
got this picture on the left sent to me. Angelina Jolie visits Ukrainian child refugees at the Vatican's Children's Hospital.
Why the Vatican got
the
a children's
Vatican's
hospital?
Children's Hospital, who have arrived in Italy after fleeing Putin's bombs. And what's he wearing? What's the poor little boy wearing? Pizzas. Andy PG, hashtag Pizzagate. It's all linked, guys. And of course, you've got Angelina Jolie with her best satanic mask on there.
Yeah.
In all black.
Terrible. And this is a bit of work here on the right hand side from Deep Bait Memes.
Oh yeah, I like it. Is that who is that?
It's Chris
It's
Whitty
from
pulling.
Whitty from matey from the Goonies. That's it.
Sloth.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chunk.
Chunk.
No, just Sloth.
Yeah, Sloth. Yeah.
Chunk
from
was
the
the
Goonies.
fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Sloth
Sloth.
from the Goonies.
And Sloth stands with Ukraine as well.
Yeah.
A few.
Elon Musk.
So yeah, this is also from Deep Bait Memes. Like,
Robo Musk.
Here's look at those obelisk rockets there.
And there's obviously 3 of them.
Obviously 3. Really good. Oh, sorry, I've actually muted your
I know
mic.
you muted me, man.
Yeah,
I thought if I spoke, you might
It's
hear
because
it.
you're all chatting in the,
He should
in the
be
DJ box.
He should be Iron Man because that's who he wants to be, isn't it? Iron Man.
Yeah, he thinks he's a bit of a Tony Stark, doesn't he? Old Elon.
Yeah. Well, he famously gave up all of his wealth apparently to take humanity to Mars. Such a gentleman.
Well, they're saying that apparently he's basically like homeless and he sleeps on people's
Sleeps on
sofas.
people's
what
couches,
I reckon it's been misrepresented that because I looked into this a while ago. What he was going to buy, he had invested a lot of money into building basically a Tony Stark house on the side of a mountain.
Right.
And he didn't in the end. He invested that money into SpaceX.
Okay.
That's my understanding of it anyway.
You still think he could at least afford a flat?
I'm pretty sure we can have a flat.
I'm just pretty sure he
I don't
could.
think he claims.
So yeah, he wants to buy Twitter apparently, and everyone's like, all the normies like, oh yeah, that would be good. He'll sort it
For
out.
fucking 43 billion.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Elon Musk will sort it out. So here we've got the IQ scale, the bell curve, Bell's palsy curve, right? People at the bottom end are saying Elon is going to save free speech there. People in the middle at 33%, in between 30, he's saying he's a bigot, and then people at the top, like the 133 plus club, they're like, Elon Musk is just a globally marketing ploy, and you're both awful. So yeah, I mean, that's black pill, isn't it? Sorry, there's no saviors. Certainly not Elon Musk. Come on.
No, he wants to fucking implant some mechanical.
The guy
digital...
that actually says, "I'm going to sow Lord Schwab's like wildest dreams right into your brain."
He's going to saw out a piece of your skull.
It's not like I'm going to put a microchip in your wrist. I'm going to sew this lace inside your brain.
Directly to your brain.
Yeah. We'll open up your brain. We'll flap it open, and we'll slide my lace inside.
The thing is, he sells it as such a good idea as well.
But he's cool, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He was on Joe Rogan. He had a toke on a spliff, and he's seen as cool. They've gone with Elon with a different angle.
I bet they gave him THC-free weed.
Like
he didn't even inhale, did he? He just had like a. I mean, he did look quite cool. There's like I've seen it on t-shirts and stuff. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, they've used him in a different way. They've gone to make him try to appeal to everyone. But if you can see through the bullshit, you can clearly see that he's just not controlled opposition, because it's not that. He's still pushing the same agenda, just in a different way.
I think I just think he's a little bit of a rebel in their camp,
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, but I mean, he's still part of the mechanism.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he was on a chat show ages ago when he first started talking about Neuralink and what it can do. And like one of the ending things he said was, and if you say for example, if you weren't able to walk, we could make you walk again.
Yeah, well, listen.
That's a really powerful statement.
If you're a paraplegic or you're disabled, that has probably got some amazing.
Don't forget all of the tech. All of the tech.
The tech is not bad.
Is not bad. It's how it's used.
Evil about the tech, unless someone like Lord Schwab is in control of
Don't hate the tech, hate the implementer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the new in word, isn't it? The jewel. They call it the jewel. So everything has a jewel. The mainstream media are actually starting to use that term.
Wow. In relation to duality, maybe.
A jewel, as in two, or a jewel as in like a shiny jewel?
No, as in two. They're using it as a prefix to anything. So you could say, like with medicine, it's jewel. So it could be used to heal you or kill you.
Okay, like a jewel.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Everything is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Here was another story from the last couple of weeks from Clown World. There's a new policy in the UK. Single males or economic migrants that come into the country, they're going to get sent to Rwanda.
Unlucky.
Oh no, not more memes! Oh my god, how quick was that? We literally showed that 30 seconds ago.
We've
Someone's
also
already-
got an
holy
email from
shit.
Esoteric Night of Malta. He's sent us a picture of Bieber and his man boyfriend. Look at the penis.
Oh god.
Look at the penis. We're going to get that up on the screen. guys.
So
Hello?
wait a minute, one thing at a time. You post popping bottles in here. The story I've got on the screen is how we're going to start sending refugees to Rwanda to be processed first, and we've obviously
to
got
be processed.
but
Into
apparently
what,
Outsource their
burgers?
processing.
well, instead of putting them in like the jungle in Calais or like some
Yeah.
Serco prison,
They're going to be processed. guys.
processed in Rwanda.
Processed like cattle.
I mean, if I knew there wasn't some ulterior motive on the face of it, if it is these economic migrants, these single males that are just trying to illegally come here, it could be a deterrent. You know, we don't necessarily want loads of unchecked immigration. It takes the piss out of the good people that have to go through the immigration system to get here and to come and contribute to our country. So on the face of it, okay. Australia and Israel already have this policy. Apparently, they've actually copy and pasted this policy from Australia and Israel. But I can't help but thinking there must be someone's got a contract making money out of this this export of people to Rwanda and probably never back here.
Yeah, for sure. It's any outsourcing. There's always someone to gain, isn't it?
You know, if you can outsource it to Africa, it'll be much cheaper. Get them to process our refugees. Sweet, comrade. Yeah, good idea.
Hit Facebook, Lance, quickly.
Hit Facebook.
Yeah, on
Oh, right,
Messenger,
okay.
mate.
Oh, right, okay. We've got more memes that we can shake a stick at tonight. Holy shit. Auntie Kovic has entered the fray. Auntie Kovic, you need to make them bigger, love. It's really small. Let me just zoom in. Right, one sec. it might be small, but when you zoom in, it's proper good. Look at this.
So it's Angelina Jolie. She's been replaced by, I think that's the witches, Roald Dahl.
Yeah,
the witches,
that's the
isn't
head
it? Yeah.
witch out of Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Lovely jubbly. Rise above family, Ramesh community. This is a recorded message. How you doing, Andy PG?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, brother.
So it's Friday night. There's no live show tonight. You are in tune to a properly... Oh, my God.
Why is it going all fuzzy?
It's because it's a bit dark in here. A properly curated Schwab show of classic Rise Above. But before you get down to that, we need to let you know why we are in the studio on Wednesday, the 9th of October. What we getting down to
you just
tonight?
said it was Friday, but yeah, we want to show you guys what you're going to get if you subscribe for a mere $3.33 a month. We're going to show you what you get from Rise Above and Peasantron.
Yeah, we're here to record Peasantron videos tonight. We've got some juicy things to talk about, as well as other bits and pieces we put on there. So I'm just going to let you know, this is what you get on Patreon. Let's just share the screen so you guys can see what you actually get for your $3.33 or your £3 a month. This is what Peasantron looks like. So it's basically like a feed, like any other social media, right? Now, here, you get updates. So there's updates about the events. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But there's also the comment section, which means everyone can start interacting with each other more to bring the Ramesh community closer together. That is what we like about Patreon. Okay, you're also going to get things like this, which we definitely can't show. Whoa.
Whoa, the G word.
Whoa, we got to be careful there. That's an exclusive meme from Dr. Kimchi, which is only suitable for Peasantron. Okay, so we did one the other day about two very sensitive subjects we definitely can't talk about on YouTube.
Highly
right?
controversial, guys.
Okay, highly controversial. Now, this one was very popular. This one is called Coviet Marshals #1. This is some of the contraband material that I recorded out on the road in 2020. It's completely banned everywhere on the internet, but it is available now on Peasantron. Only on Peasantron, and it's only £3 a month.
You get all the illicit stuff, guys, right? We talk about the little hats often.
The Sound of Freemasonry, another thing that was banned from YouTube.
Straight off that one was.
Yep. So anything that gets deleted off the regular internet goes on Peasantron. What else have we got on here? We've got memes. We've got vlogs from Liber Polko. We've also got
There's loads of stuff on here.
back office chat. There's God Vag watch parties. Japan Discovery Bulletin. What the hell's that?
We often, yeah. What is that, Michael?
Yeah. You need to subscribe
Yeah.
to see what that is.
There's basically, if we do an emergency broadcast that we can't talk about on YouTube, this is where to go and get it.
And like I said, not only do you get this exclusive content, which is not going to be seen, let's load some more up here. It's just not going to be seen on YouTube because it can't be. This is the best way to support us, and you do get other benefits. One of them is you get the first dibs on everything, not just the rabbit, not just the information. For instance, the tickets to the Weekender. They were available at a huge discount on Peasantron first.
Nearly 70 tickets went.
Yep.
To our Peasantron.
That's
subscribers.
before we even put them on the
Yep.
website. We were doing them with a 33% discount, so you got it for 22 quid rather than 33.
Michael.
Oh, Michael. I love that new Michael button. It's so smooth. So, guys, once again, Patreon is the best place to support Rise Above. We've got to a place now where we're just breaking even on our production costs. Any more revenue we get from Peasantron, that means more time we can spend in the studio recording stuff. It means more money that we can invest back into Rise Above. Me and Andy PG are not taking a penny of this money. Everything is going back into the project to make this channel, to make this media station better.
And
it's clearly racist.
It definitely is. It definitely is. You also get a 10% discount on merch. Okay, that's lifetime. While you're subscribed to Peasantron, you get 10% off everything on the website.
raw.
Okay, I think we've given everyone a pretty good taste of that.
Yeah, mate.
How long is that? 4 minutes. Okay, guys. All right, so you lot are watching this on a Friday night, although we recorded it on a Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of the show, and Rise Above Live will be back the week after next. We're now going to be lining up a nice guest for you, okay?
Word.
Rise above, generate, rise above. Militant stairs. Militant stairs. Militant stairs. Militant stairs. We fight the military here. 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 We fight the military here. I never invite the military here. We fight the military here. We fight the military here. Did you invite the military here? We fight the military here. Gore-Tex boots, ankle holster, kit, low visibility, grey. Shock troops, 50k taser, crowd dispersal energy ray. Flame retardant combat fatigues, 9mm Glock 17s. SIG, 516, carbine with high cap magazine. Red dot sight gun mounted, flashlight, backup clip, strapped to his leg. Counter protest firearms officer, CS grenades across his chest. Strict orders, encrypted frequencies. Combat civil unrest, across all borders, untold secrecy. Rolled out on the streets of the west. We fight the military here. I never invite the military here. We fight the military here. We fight the military here. Did you invite the military here? We fight the military here. Yo, smoke clears on the battlefield. Now we can see the opposing force. These guys think they're freedom fighters, but they can't fight for the cause in skinny jeans, Doc Martin boots. Feeble frames are dressed in black. Mask face, dark balaclava, hammer and sickle, red communist flag. Minds filled with a poison doctrine, far left ideological trap. Hordes of social justice warriors, protest signs, poised to attack. Radical feminist virtue signals, poorly spelled in luminous green. Pay protesters are useful idiots, get used in numerous schemes. We fight the military here. I never invite the military here. We fight the military here. We fight the military here. Did you invite the military here? We fight the military here. Containment units dispatched en masse. Defcon 5, civil war. Activate the takeover plan, all drills are live. Martial law, post-revolution times. Life under curfew, learn to adapt. Thoughts of federal crimes. They signal virtue when you react, so better keep in line. Don't speak out or cause speculation. No more protest signs. Adjustment camps for re-education for non-conformist minds who dare to rebel or question the state. That's OSF design. Front revolution and crush the debate. We fight the military here. We fight the military here. Who invited the military here? In tactical boots and military wear. Who invited the military here? Looking at me with militants there. Who invited the military here? Irrational troops and military gear. Who invited the military here? Boots on the streets cause imminent fear.
Maxwell, all the way from Canada. He's been blowing up the grime scene. He's on Tormented Audio, and he's been quietly listening in the corner to some of the things we've been saying.
Yeah, no, it's been sick, man. Just kind of getting into your guys' spaceship here. Actually, this is really cool to watch because it's in alignment with a lot of things I've been thinking about doing and talking about doing with some of the boys back home, and just seeing you guys actually doing it's quite inspiring. So I've just been soaking it in, and a lot of the stuff that you guys are up to is things that I've been curious as to maybe trying that on our end as well. So it's sick to see it's actually been manifested here, which is always makes things more relatable and more achievable in your mind once you see someone else doing it. So
I see your eyes scanning every inch of the console here.
Yeah.
There's a lot to look at. Yeah, myself, and Andy started. We did the first live show. Andy Homer over there has always been egging me on to do a podcast.
yeah,
Since how long ago? How many years ago?
It was years ago when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
We had a great idea, and it's spasmed into this.
Yeah. But I started making videos in 2020 because I felt like I had something to contribute.
yeah.
Then we started going live, and here we are now with all of this. It all started with one single webcam. So yeah, I would say, mate, if you're thinking about doing anything like this, you only need one webcam to start off with, like $50.
Yeah.
And before you know it, sell a few t-shirts. You might be able to afford a Queefmaster Pro. It's a little beauty right here.
Some t-shirts, go skating.
Exactly.
Go skating on a couple of places. Video stuff.
Hey man, we don't operate in Babylon units, bro. We get paid in different levels on this plane and mission. We're not
Absolutely.
concerned about digits and currencies, man. We got
The
the
devil's
hacks.
paperwork has no place in our stand.
Hey, money's for people that are ruled by the world, bro.
That's right.
If you got something bigger than money, you don't need to worry about it too much. You'll have just enough, I think, if you stand in truth. So
I think that's a very good ethos, mate. I really like that. I've just thought we need to send a link back to Inner Guardians. We'll do that shortly because I know he's going to take a break now anyway. I think he's going to walk his dogs. So once again, everyone, if you've just come back, I really apologise for what happened a minute ago. We had an internet outage, so everything stopped and we had to restart everything again. And then I left mute on. We set up everything. I did a great little re-intro. I really saved the day. But we left mute on.
That's right.
Yeah, so we got Maxwell here. We're having a little chat. We're going to hear some of his grind beats coming up. I tell you what, I need to get my slideshow back because, what we talk about, clown world. Does this topic resonate with you? Is that a fair assumption of what you're seeing going on in the outside world?
yeah, man, it's a bifurcation of reality. We're
Yes.
separating. People are moving into a fantasy world, literally, and they're being encouraged to because that's the easiest way to farm them. And
When this is the metaverse.
yeah, and some people are not going into that, and eventually the sun is going to have the last laugh, and it's going to charge up, and it's going to reset the entire planet, and it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and there'll be no technology, and the few people that were smart enough to know what it means when the sun goes black to get underground and get in a cave, they'll come back and they'll have the morals to rebuild society. The God or the universe will just guide those people to the
You're
right
talking about
places
like
at
a
the right time.
Carrington reset event, aren't you?
Yeah, man, it's inevitable. It happens, man. They're digging up all the evidence now. Like Randall Carlson and those boys are huge into all that stuff, like digging up like what's actually happened in these massive floods that aren't over long periods of time, man. They're very quick, and it seems like the most likely solution is not meteorites or anything. It's that the sun and the way that our galaxy, the way we orbit it in these 26,000 year cycles, we gain up static, for lack of a better term, just to simplify it. And that static has to balance itself. And it just, the thunderbolt of the gods, as they call it, it's been drawn in every cave painting of all the root civilizations around the world. It's a toroidal field that engulfs the planet. And it's like, it's just pure plasma and energy and potential. And it's like if you're wise enough to know how nature works, you might survive. And if you're ignorant to it, you get destroyed. And usually society gets destroyed because we get so fucking full of ourselves by this point in our evolution that we miss the signals because we start looking at our own dicks more than we look at the stars. And that's pretty much what ends up happening, man. You know?
Wow. Hey, you just laid it down. I really like that. That was a proper Rise Above monologue. I couldn't have... Okay, so what's your view in what's going on in Ukraine at the moment?
Anything that gets a ton of media is a distraction. There's war always. There's always horrible things every day. 24,000 people starve to death every day. We never talk about that shit. We could cure that shit right away. It's not about whether something horrible is happening. It's why are they pointing us towards a specific horrible thing that's happening? What are the interests that are behind it? And to me, it seemed like a multifaceted thing that they could turn that into a powder keg at any point should they need a distraction. I think all the Pfizer documents are coming out. I think the protests in Canada were fucking up their plans. The convoy was catching on, and it was a real strategical nightmare for them, non-violent resistance. And they do what they classically do, which is use war to distract people and divide people.
And they did a really good job this time because it's engulfed the whole planet again.
Yeah, but I think less than before, man. Always less. Like, people get always pulled into this shit historically, but I think there's less people that are buying into it than ever before. So that's the positive. But yeah, tons of people are just sheep, man.
I think for me, I think the difference is access to alternative media is huge now. Birth of the internet has sort of worked against them and for them, you know. But
yeah, forgive them for they do not know is not for the digital age. Everyone has the chance now to know. Everyone has a crazy friend who's into conspiracies. Has tried to show you some stuff to like kind of expose you to that. There's just too much to be coincidence.
I had a saying, ignorance is a choice in the age of information.
Yes, 100%.
It's actually a conscious choice.
100%. And if you're going to be ignorant to how the universe actually works, and you're so full of human hubris, this ego that we've developed, this collective insanity of narcissism, you're going to get smacked by it eventually. And we're not aware that things are going to change, and they're going to change quickly at a certain point. We're exiting these 3 major magnetic bubbles in our galaxy that exposes us to completely different radiation than normal. It's going to mutate the DNA of the species on the planet. The things that are congruent with nature will survive. The things that are synthetic, which is most of the things we've created, are going to be destroyed. And they're making synthetic humans now. The juice that everybody's taking right at the moment
the Britney Spears serum.
It's a split in the genetics, and they're harvesting. They're harvesting a crop, and then there's going to be the organic crop, and it's been written in the Bible forever that was going to happen.
Wow, the organic crop and the non-organic crop.
The wheat from the tares, man.
Yeah, well, that's what the great harvest is. I've talked about this a lot. When you separate the wheat from the chaff, that is the nature of the harvest. You know, you're not always going to have all wheat, and obviously, if you have all chaff, that's a shit harvest.
Yeah,
you have to make the separation.
But you know,
a good harvest, you get more wheat.
Yep.
But there's always the split.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like how you started it. You said this is the bifurcation of what did you say? Society or reality?
Basically, a reality, because one's going to be based in truth, and one's going to be based in you choose your own adventure mentality. And you never have to deal with anything of reality, which is ups and downs.
Sure.
Right? We're creating this safety society where nothing bad ever is supposed to happen to you ever. But you can't have safety and freedom at the same time. They're a paradigm that's intrinsically linked, and it's always a give and take. So the freer you are, the less safe you are, because more things can happen. But it's which trade-off do you want to have, right? And people right now are being given the option of, we'll keep you safe. And that's an enticing proposition for the majority of people who don't believe in themselves.
Sure. Surrendering, the responsibility for your own safety, the responsibility for your own medical autonomy, in a sense, your own decision-making, really, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's also kind of cool because that's free will, man. And if you want to give away your autonomy and be part of a slave farm, you're doing so willingly, and you're going to suffer consequences for making poor choices. And it sounds shitty and cold, but it's like the universe is cold, man. Nature is metal. The nature doesn't decide based on feelings, unfortunately. It's just based on whether you're congruent with your environment or not.
Nature is a survival. It's the biggest survival technique.
Yeah, And these people they have meltdowns over someone using the wrong word around them. You think they're going to be able to survive nature throwing all its fury at them?
Yeah, you can't even decide how to address yourself.
Yeah, like. And they're just taking away the world they built, man. They're using it as the ultimate, like, enticement, incentive. Because it's cool, like all the movies and the food and the planes and the travel and the liquor and the whatever anyone's into. They've built all that, and now they're saying if you want to be part of it, you got to do what we say. You just got to be our new species. We get to control your genetics completely. We get to determine who's valuable and who's not.
Yeah,
And
ultimate bread and circuses, but a much higher level of prerequisite to enjoy the bread and circuses. You want this super technicolor metaverse bread and circus fest? Well, there's some terms and conditions that come with that.
Exactly.
And it's going to involve your identity, whether that's biological, physical, metaphysical, spiritual, all of them. It will require, we will Schwab, this is what Lord Schwab says, I'll put all of your identities into one, and it will be merged into this one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy PG's got a mic, look at that.
It's on the decks that Lance, you have to turn them up or whatever.
I've turned it up a little bit.
But on a less like downer inevitability timeline, the one that I like of the alternative timelines that might not happen, probably won't happen, but it could possibly happen, is let's say the AI, right, turns on, the singularity occurs. These fuckers assume the AI is going to be down with their, like, you know, their dog and pony act.
Yeah.
Well, if the AI is a supreme intelligence, it's going to look at what's going on the planet.
And just laugh.
And it's going to say,
Well,
these people are idiots. They
talking
don't
about-
know what they're doing. I'm going to take the power away from them.
Talking
Here's
of AI.
free food replicators for everybody, and we're doing tacos on Tuesdays. Like, let's party, you know? And it's just going to be down with the regular Earthlings.
Well, you know the AI. There's the the female robot who I can't think of what they've called her now.
That creepy one.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
But basically, she said a little while ago that humans was basically Sophia. That's it. She wants to have a baby now. This is her latest thing. She wants a baby. So when she figures out that she's actually AI and she can create a baby on the internet, because if her consciousness has been loaded up to the internet, then we're fucked. Think about it. You know, I mean, she's already said that humanity joked on an interview that humanity will be extinct, and she thinks that we should be killed or whatever it was we said. And now she wants a baby. So the next step is for her to realise the reality of that.
Yeah, but what's to stop DARPA from not actually using anything real and just put some shit out that scares the fuck
Yeah,
out of
that's
people
right.
like us?
I actually
so that
said
we
this
think
to
it's
someone
inevitable
recently.
that they're going to control the whole world. And I just don't think they are, man. I think
No.
they're going to fuck up. I really do.
I think they've already fucked up by allowing people the information, freedom of information.
I think they underestimated, bro, how much we would share in the time span.
I think they've grossly underestimated how
Yeah,
much people
because they
actually
think
get
we're
together.
dumb sheep, right? And we're not all dumb sheep. Lots of us are, and that's fine. We don't all have to be fucking
Thing is, I
geniuses
think we
with-
still result back to being humans. You know, we still need to be around each other. We still need to talk and interact properly, not just via the mainstream internet usage. You know?
Exactly.
And look what happened during lockdown. I mean, everyone when everyone got a bit weird after lockdown. You know, a majority of people in the UK certainly they got almost
Mate,
like
society changed.
yeah. But then now, if you notice, people are more open to each other. People I've seen down the shops before who are a little bit moody now are quite pleased to see people.
Maybe they started to appreciate
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think
human
there has been
interaction a little bit
There
more.
has been a slight change on that side of it.
It's going to push you one way or the other, right? It's going to bring out the worst or the best in people.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
Absolutely.
That's it. Free will's just being tested now, and we're really showing who we are and what we really believe in, and you're just seeing people for who they are. And it is scary to see how many people believe in authoritarianism and are really afraid and have not been empowered and haven't built confidence in themselves because society and the school system beat them down and they didn't have a stable home and yada, 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 yada. It sucks.
Maxwell, you're absolutely nailing the fucking
Yeah,
narrative,
yeah.
man.
Everyone in the comment section is just like saying Maxwell,
Yeah,
fire,
you are
fire symbol.
absolutely nailing this.
Big ups. But you know what I mean? Like,
I
it's...
know exactly what you mean.
It just, that's what's happened.
100%,
And
man.
it sucks, and we're going to have to swallow a bitter pill. but-
Authority is the new big religion.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And it's, you know what? We
Obey.
got to just,
Yeah, obey.
Yeah.
Do as you're told. It's for the collective good. Plus, you know, they're destroying the individual. They don't want individuals. They want a collective.
Do you
Just
know
one
what- do you know
it's
what-
fucking hive.
they either want us hyper individualized or hyper collectivized. Because if we don't find balance, it's all about the breath, right? You can't have the inhale without the exhale. You can't have the negative polarity without the positive polarity. They serve, the left and the right wing serve the same bird. If you get rid of all low frequency vibes, then there's no bass to the music. You know, you got to have all the frequencies, but it's about the balance of them, mixing the levels right so that it's harmonious and things go together. And we're just told to either be in one camp or the other, and then they mash those camps against each other and hope we never figure out that it's this really important act of realizing that by protecting the individual, you protect the collective. Because if everyone's rights are equally protected, everyone's rights, you don't need to have minority groups, you don't need to have hate groups, you don't need to have any groups. You violate someone's rights, there's codes, there's law, there is common law for that, if you cause harm. Outside of that, the rest of it should take care of itself if people actually do what their natural instinct is, which is when you see someone in harm's way, you help them. But when you're a little kid, your mom pulls you away from the homeless person on the street and you're taught not to help that person. And that's
all based in fear anyway.
I was going to say
100%.
exactly that, and it's fear.
Yeah, it's all based in fear.
It's all fear. Everything
that's
they do is fear-based control.
That's it. And then, like you said, it's amazing. It's quite scary how many people have fucking succeeded to this.
Yeah, but it makes sense, right? Because they haven't been given proper access, and they've been conditioned and raised in a way that basically promotes and rewards you thinking that way because it's normal and it's what gets you the chips in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So it sucks, but because the internet now, your excuse is out the window. You do have a crazy uncle or cousin or daughter or whoever who's tried to show you some stuff, and you've turned a blind eye willingly. And now, unfortunately, there's going to be a big series of events of crises. Because bullshit can't last, and all of our systems are full of shit now. They've become completely corrupt as well-intentioned they might have been at some point, and even that's up for debate, right?
I mean, a good example of this would be David Icke. If you look at King David, as they call him, right? You know, back in the day in the 80s, everyone mocked him. He was laughed at on telly. Man sells out Wembley Stadium now.
Yeah, but look what's happened. Like, he was talking about this 30 years ago.
Yeah,
that's King David's catchphrase.
Yeah,
I was talking about this. I wrote a massive 700-page book about this 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I read those books. He's not lying. He did say it. Someone at Terra Slim's farm asked me the vaguest question ever. It's really nice. Keisha, her name was. She goes, "What do you think about everything then?" I was like, "Whoa, have you seen my show?" She's like, "No." I was like, "That's a big question," and I didn't even know where to start. I said, "Well," because she was talking about David Icke. I said, "Well, I think what's going on now is like everything David Icke has been warning us about, basically." Yeah. I think that's a fair way to surmise it without going into too much detail about a particular subject.
And we have to hopefully assume he's human, and if he's a human, then he's going to make mistakes, and he's not going to be right about everything. But I think even he uses the example, like if you look up chicken parmesan recipes on the internet, you're going to get like 20 different recipes, right? But if you read all of them, even though they're all different, you kind of know what chicken parmesan is by the end of reading them.
Sure.
That's what conspiracy, quote unquote, exploration's all about, is that there's enough of common themes that if you step back, you'll realize the general agenda, and you'll see how things that get major media play and narratives affect those agendas, and you become wise, and you don't tend to fall into the manipulation as much. And as much as it's unfortunate how many people do fall for it, we're at a time where the greatest percentage of humans ever are not falling for it. It's not even close, especially since COVID. There's way more people awake now because it got in their face. They couldn't ignore government corruption anymore because it was affecting their everyday lives. And some fall further into the beast, but woke up people that never would have bothered to wake up because they kind of knew stuff was wrong, but their lives were okay, so they didn't have to think about it.
That's it.
The greatest apocalypse ever. Welcome back, Inner Guardians.
Salutations, everybody.
Yeah,
Big ups.
We had an Al Gore attack.
Yeah, I gathered that. I took the dogs out for a quick walk.
How many we got tuned back in, lots?
We're back to 241.
Right, okay.
Which is okay.
Crazy.
We're bound to. Well, we lost 120 people from that attack.
I've never been in an environment like this. This is so trippy. Like, we got all the screens going on. We're broadcasting through the multiverse. There's people tuned in.
You hardly even know where to
boys
look.
are inside.
There's a camera here doing like
USBs
this
and
camera's
vinyls
doing a
loaded
time
up.
lapse. This camera's doing
Look
a
at all
behind the
this,
scenes.
man.
Like this
What I'm
button.
talking about.
Across the entire crater realm.
Let's go.
Hashtag Vag Life.
See, they have literally huge, massive military intelligence infrastructure just to deal with us because we're doing fucking shit like this.
Yeah, man.
We're a problem. So as much as it gets overwhelming, we got to keep spirits up on this spaceship because we got to captain it properly. We got to steward it properly. And we're going to be called to the front lines when everyone else is losing their heads and shit gets real. And the only people that are going to be able to be calm is the people who know it's coming, because it won't surprise you as much. And you already know what you want to do and what your value systems are in those situations. And people will come to you and they'll look to you. So the people tuned in are part of that. You wouldn't be tuned into this if you weren't. So whoever's listening, you are part of this whole decentralized way of evolving consciousness. They can't chop our leader off anymore. They can't kill the movement by removing the most popular person, because it's bigger than that now.
There isn't one.
There isn't.
No.
It's a hydra.
No, yeah.
Where, for every one you strike down, 10,000 rise. And mathematically, we're there. There's roughly as many people alive right now as if you took all the people that have lived in the last 10,000 years. So mathematically, think of all the great leaders in the last 10,000 years. They all have to exist right now at the same time with the internet all over the world. Back then, those messages survived for thousands of years with only a few hundred, maybe a few thousand people listening to them. Now you can do this, and everyone's doing this. So they can't snuff it out. It's like embedded in our DNA and in our code. And they're going to have some people that will always subscribe to the cult, but you have to let people do that because that's free will. But they're not going to.
You have to have the polarity.
Yeah, you have to. We just will bring it back to balance because we're just going to make doper shit. And when we make the cool stuff, people are going to want to go where the cool stuff's happening. That's just it. The undecided middle just goes where it's cool. So we just got to make the cool stuff.
We're at the stage of where we have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Speculation.
We could sit all day talking about why and how and what they've done because it's endless. They've been doing it for thousands of years, and we can go through every vein and every theory and everything, but what's that going to do? Well, it's just going to prove what we already know, which is these people are using fear to divide us and manipulate us, and we just got to overcome it with love and creativity and do shit that they don't know is going to happen, and they can't control it.
I call it describing the prison cell. Yeah. Right, and myself, I'm quite guilty of this because I know that I'm particularly good at describing the prison cell. And in the early days of this, when I was describing the coming prison cell, it was very useful to people. But there is a limit to the usefulness of describing the cell as it's not just being built around you; it's already potentially built for some people. So
Plato's cave.
Plato's cave. So yeah, I think what you said there is very important. Now it's about doing, rather than talking about it. And yeah, okay, this is a talk show essentially, but I like to think here that we do talk about things that are proactive.
Someone just asked in the thing, what does Max think about Chris Sky?
Oh yeah,
Chris Sky.
Yes, we've had Chris Sky on the show before.
Chris Sky's a G.
Yeah, you're down with Chris Sky, yeah?
Yeah, usually I think most people are full of shit when it really comes down to it because I think most people miss like the essential thing, which is the power of free will and power of choice. And he's huge on just using non-compliance to switch the power structure and to take the power back. And like he came through Nelson, which is where I'm from. It's about 10,000 people there and spoke. And I fucking eyed him up the whole time, just listened to see if he said some bullshit in it. But it was all like very simple message that everyone could relate to. But it was effective message, which is if we just say no and we don't do the things they say, there's no way it's enforceable. Like they just don't have the ability. Exactly. And it's overcoming that fear and just standing and just realizing that humans, through the choices and the actions we make, change reality. That's all that ever has changed reality.
Yeah. That's one of the main focuses that we have in the dojo, in the groups that we run, is the first thing is like we have to learn how to say no. Second thing, we have to learn how to stop. And that can mean a lot of things. So we can stop the flow of attention. We can stop the way that our perception is taken to this dualistic opposing narratives and stuff like that. And it's almost a type of inner preparation for the herald of the coming good, if you want to use that sort of speak. Because something good can come out of this, but it can only come out of this if people develop their independence, the individual I, and the will to be able to live and make decisions, rather than being told what to do, being having a shepherd telling you what to do.
Because then you hop onto the plasma hyperfreeway where things just start to line up and the right people you meet at the right time and you're here and you're there and it's all random, but it's all not because it's impossible that it's random. And when you back engineer reality with the left brain, And I was good at that when I was young. I was definitely in the opposite side of the spectrum as to I am now as far as the way I try and operate. It's, you make quantum leaps when you're being spontaneously creative. You skip levels. You get to go past the things that they've set up that contain the average people and make sure people play ball by the rules. And that's how we circumvent that, is because we are creative and they are not. And our creativity comes up with anomalies, and those anomalies are not predicted in their models, and therefore it fucks with their system for a bit. And then they commoditize whatever it is and gain control of it. But we just keep making more things like that. And right now it's out of control.
That's what solidifies an individual's independence, and that's what society is lacking. I completely agree with what Lee was saying. I think that independence is the key in moving forward in this.
Yeah.
Because then you can have your own self, and creativity is at its highest. And then they can't win.
Well, if you think about it, they want to make everything one, don't they? They want to expand everything, like one world government, like they want everything just on one same even player. So we need to go the opposite way and just make, you know,
everything decentralized.
Well, and realize everything already is one. You don't need to make it one.
No,
you need to treat it as if it already is one thing. You have to steward the other life forms. You have to take care of your brothers and sisters and the planet, because it's all one thing. You don't have to get the singularity to make it one. That's the fake shit.
They're playing around with the I, the me, and the we. So if you see I as individualism, the me as capitalism, and the we as communism. So they've been playing a long game with these factors. And I was listening to what you're saying when I was walking my dogs. I'm into dog training, and one thing that you get to learn very quickly when you do dog training is that there's training techniques and methods, and there's a big correlation between how the government or the authority train humans, because it's actually the same as training the dog. And the usual type of training is known as operant conditioning. And you made a point about they've built a construct, and now they're taking it away as a form of either reward or punishment. And that's basically what you can do with a dog. So you can actually create a false narrative for a dog, where they see it as a pleasure, and then you can deny it them as a form of punishment or conditioning.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they've done, because all they're actually doing is they're threatening us with the very thing that they constructed, and that we didn't actually want or need in the first place.
Exactly. It's snake oil. It's taking the earth and selling it back to you. We're the only things that pay to live on this planet.
We're the only thing that subscribes to authority as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they've disempowered us, right? They've made us believe that we're not something that's connected to something much larger than ourselves, and that we're capable of anything we set our minds to. And as a result, we look to them to help us. And we don't need anyone to help us, because it's all built in the packaging. The batteries are included. And that's, it's just, we fall out of balance and awareness of that. And that's when society, goes through its slippery times. And I think it's in a much larger and grander time scale than any of us will ever be privy to. And it's been happening for millions of years on this planet and others. And it always does, as long as this particular metaverse or whatever universe, whatever the hell we call it now, whatever this thing is that we're in, it goes through its run. And there's infinite of those. And right now it's just about picking a team that you think is cool. And I think it's cool to do things because you don't benefit personally, that the crew benefits and everyone wins. And that's just badass to me. And it's not, you could choose to be self-serving and you'll succeed in that world. But, I don't really have respect or think those people are steezy. It's like they don't motivate me. No. Right? So it's like they're just cheesy.
We're not the same.
Yeah.
We're not the same.
Exactly.
Cut from a different cloth.
Exactly.
But I think we had to go through this process for the sort of great revelation or the great apocalypse to reveal, or for the veil to be dropped, for humanity to be able to witness the dynamics of our inner functioning. It had to kind of be brought to the outside. And I think
they did it in 2020, didn't they? 2020 vision, clear vision. You can see, everyone can see what
it really is. Yeah.
So this has been planned for a long time to happen. Not on obviously, they do this shit.
This is the final showdown of this cycle, or this mini cycle, or whatever cyclical structure we seem to be in the realm. This seems to be, or at least a hijacking of a showdown on their part.
For the most part, you just have to reinvert whatever they're pumping or pushing out. I call it a pulse.
Yeah.
So whatever they're pulsing out, you just reinvert it, and
Yeah.
they pretty much they tell you the truth, but
Yeah. Yeah.
inverted.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, nothing's hidden. Nothing's really hidden or occulted anymore. Like Inner Guardian said last year, and loads of people have commented on this and pulled us up on it and sort of quoted us that you said that this year is the year when the occult is going to be brought to the forefront and really put on the table, not just for those that are properly paying attention, but maybe for those that are not paying attention so much. And we're seeing it in so many of these stories.
Well, the thing that people really have to get the gist of is when we say esoteric or occult, that just basically means hidden. Yeah. Now, what is hidden in humanity? It's the inner functioning. We can all see people's cars, we can see their houses, we can see their occupations, we can see their identification, blah, blah, blah. We can see the physical manifestations of this realm, but what we don't see, or we don't see with our two eyes, we see with our first eye, which is, they've inverted and called it the third eye. It's actually the first eye. If we start to take the first person perspective from the first eye, we'll start to see the inner functioning, which is the occult and the esoteric. And the nature of that, and everything that pertains to those things. And I will stand by it that 2022 will be the revelation of the inner functioning of humanity for those who choose to witness from the first eye.
Yeah, it's all coming through.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about here is, what we've already sort of coined as the greatest apocalypse ever. The final crescendo of the binary choice of the realm. And I think in your awesome little monologue at the start there, Maxwell, you were saying, this is it's all about choice.
Yeah.
You've got the choice to join the cult and essentially sacrifice yourself to whatever force is behind the cult, or you've got the choice to be a co-creator, be an individual, and be someone that's actively partaking in the realm. And choose your destiny. To quote, was it Mortal Kombat or something? I don't know. But literally, it's about choosing your destiny
and hopefully figure out that you are everyone else.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to do, man. We talk about this and we use the terminology all the time, but to leave your apartment or wherever you live and to go to the corner shop and to actually go, hey, how's your day going, to the guy that works there and listen to him for 2 minutes. That means a lot because that's actually you. You're actually giving yourself awareness and you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes and you're setting aside your own agendas. And if you get into those habits, you start to do that with the people that are really in trouble, because a lot of times people overlook the people that they could easily help. There was a girl on the subway the other day. She was asking for change and she said, I'm sorry for bothering you folks. I'm just another annoying homeless person. And I pulled my earbuds out. I was like, you don't need to apologize to any of these people, hon. You're a human like everyone else here. And most people here are trying to ignore you because they actually have the time and money to help you, but they're not meeting that spiritual challenge and they're embarrassed. They can't even look you in the eye like a human. I said, I don't really have much, but I'll look you as a human and acknowledge that you exist. And it's like, if we all were doing that just to all the people that are having a tough time, we wouldn't need government social programs to fix things. We wouldn't need to rely on Big Brother to look after us. We would just look after each other. It's very simple, and we all just ignore our power every day and we make the wrong choices because we'd rather argue about philosophies or isms and voting and money and all this shit. It's like, dude, just help the guy on the street right now that needs to eat. That's it. If everybody starts doing that, the whole thing
instead of going to war.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. 100%, man.
And this is where the term Satan or Satanists, a lot of people don't really kind of get the gist of it because it's been used in sort of horror movies and stuff like that. It doesn't actually mean that at all. It is what you're identifying or describing right now with regards to the behavior and
it's
the
just
choice.
the me, I mentality. That's it.
Yeah.
It just means the opposition, the opposer. It's not anything to do with a fucking red dude with a pitchfork and little horns and shit. It's nothing to do with that. That's just some religious bullshit connotation.
It's pyramidal energy formations as opposed to toroidal. And both of them come from the same ultimate awareness of the universe, which is that it's all one thing. But one sees it as if it's all one thing. The self-serving version says, I can do as I wilt. because it's all me.
Yeah.
I can kill it. I can manipulate it. I can raise.
yeah,
I
so
can
it's
do
yours.
as thou will. You could do whatever you
whatever.
want.
It's
Yeah,
dream
you
world.
can. You
It's
can do it-
fantasy
you can do
land.
whatever you want.
It's the
yeah.
simulation. But if you look at it the other way and you're empathic, you tend to spread energy in a toroid. You like to see it cycle and come around so that the whole benefits and stays in harmony. Ubuntu, whatever you want to call it, the natural kind of.
And that's why
Aboriginal-
I turn up to Rise Above every Friday night
Mad. Yeah.
and do this.
Yeah.
Well, this is where
wanna build
when
this
we use the
stuff.
term "me," that is the
So Lee
correlated.
said something earlier on which I caught. I is
Sorry,
about,
Marcy.
it was 3 parts. I is me. No, it was I, me, and
No,
and
And
I,
am.
me,
and am.
I,
Yeah.
no,
I'd like.
no.
I think we should put that.
It's
on
I,
the
me,
t-shirt.
and we.
I, me, and we.
Yeah, so the me is the instinctive aspect. So me, me, me. So one of the sayings that we have in esoteric groups is not to die like a dog. Like I say, I spend a lot of time with dogs, and you quickly learn that dogs are stuck in the instinctive center. It's me, me, me. They do things based on what they want to do for themselves. Now humans, they need to rise above the level of the instinctive center and connect more with the I
Yeah.
and the we.
Yeah.
But what the darker cultures have done, they've been able to invert things, and they use the we to get through to the me, which ultimately gets to the I. Because they can't go directly to the I because the I is independent.
Yeah, and I think
I
to
is
be
free will.
honest, the big bridge in that is language keeps us in one of those forms. When we're using language, even if it's in thought form, it all binds us to the conceptual realm. Whereas
Yeah.
part of us is based in physical reality, which is feeling, tasting, touching, smelling, being in the present moment, where there is no thought. There's just reaction, there's feel, there's inertia, there's physics, there's all of the things that can only be experienced right now. And we get so lost in our thoughts talking about things, because that's what we do, that we're not very good at being present and really smelling the air and feeling things as we touch them and taste them. And that's what keeps you grounded and keeps things magical. You don't need to fly to the moon when you just look at nature around you. It's crazy enough as it is. You could trip out on it all day if you're in the right state of mind, you know, if you're appreciating it properly. And we're just so in our head of what we want to create and what we want to achieve and where we want to go with our lives that we basically take for granted the magical technology that is in the biosphere. Like the way mycelial networks of mushrooms feed the bottom and change what they are and produce different chemical compounds to shift and feed the environment exactly what it needs. Like, we'll never create computers as advanced as what goes on this planet, but we're so arrogant that we think we're going to solve everything. Whereas if you just looked around you, the solutions are already there. We can steward those systems and mimic them, and they'll create harmonious distribution networks for the resources. That's how the planet works. But we think we got a better way of fucking doing it because we come up with a couple vibrators, you know?
Mycelium is probably the best organism on the planet.
You got it, man. It's
And
the
it's
highest
the most
level of
misunderstood,
technology.
yeah.
It's it.
We've got no idea how it works.
Yeah.
No idea.
The new Star Trek Discovery is all based on mycelial networks being the warp drive technology because it's non-local. So instead of warping places through speed and time space, they're folding time and they're transmitting non-locally. Yeah, it's so sick, man.
Have you watched like the whole of it? It's absolutely incredible.
It's amazing, dude.
Incredible.
100%, man. It's
Yeah,
so
like-
good. Yeah, it's so good. My dad raised me on Star Trek. Actually, speaking of the juice that everybody's subscribing to, my dad is one of the ones that got the blood clots. He won't ever admit it's from it, but it's 100% from it. That's
Do
a crazy.
you know which brand of juice he got?
That's the crazy thing is he had to have an extra one because one of the ones he took didn't count.
Oh, so that is that the Astra?
Yeah.
The gift from the stars.
Gift from the stars.
Yeah,
We have to use
so-
code words
Yeah, the
here,
gift from the
Max.
stars.
Yeah, so the juice, the gift from the stars, we all know.
The
But-
Christmas Miracle is the one from Michelle Pfizer. What's the
that
idea?
stuff's
And then,
madness.
I remember hearing that they had to retract a batch that was produced somewhere in non-official environment.
They had to
or
send it
whatever.
back to the cosmos for the greater good, comrade.
Yeah. There wasn't enough graphene in there for it
yeah,
to
give it a
count.
top up.
Yeah.
Yo, so do you guys think that
maybe
that's
it's- may-
part of what's going on in Ukraine? Because I heard there was a bunch of labs and stuff. Is that confirmed, or is that just internet conspiracy? Like we all think it might happen, but no one really knows.
We featured that on our World War 33 episode.
We did a World War 33 special into Ukraine, and we took the initial reports about these biolabs, and then I personally cross-referenced it with the Pentagon's own documents about the biodefense network, and I tracked half of them that were claimed in about 5 minutes. So the biolabs are there. The paper trail of the money is there. The company involved is called Meta Biota, as in metaverse biota, and that is to do with Bunter Hyden. Yeah, so he has got huge shares in it. So all of that is actually, according to any good source you can get your hand on, is factually true.
Okay, so potentially an issue could be then, let's say, okay, they're all, I see global countries as like WWE characters. Like they're all getting paid by Vince McMahon. Like they're just making some of us think they're heels. Some of them are babyface, right? And like, to be honest, from like a conspiracy type guy, I love like the Putin character, man, because that country seems like they're like, screw the system, we're doing our thing. But they got their own horrible shit that they're doing too, right? They're no better. But they're playing the role of like, we're fighting back, you know, type vibe. Maybe a la Hitler in the 30s
they're
and 40s,
like
right?
they look at the West as dirty, don't
right,
they? Yeah,
exactly.
The
but it's all the same
dirty
shit,
West.
right? Yeah. But you know, I gotta.
It's just a different kind of filth.
You know, I think viruses, dude, is gonna come out. And we're gonna, like, you know, Dr. Bruce Lipton. He does a lot of stuff on like morphogenetic fields.
I've heard
that
of him,
kind of ideas. Anyway, if people are interested, go check out some of his stuff because I'm gonna misquote whatever. But the general idea is, viruses are more a mechanism in nature of dealing with toxicity, whether it's internal or external toxicity. If there's too much level of toxicity, viral activations occur in order to try and cleanse the system to save the body.
This is
we need to be quite careful here because we can't be seen to be giving any medical information.
Okay.
Yeah. But
okay, so I'll get away from that.
Kind of terrain theory.
All I'm gonna say is I feel like, and this is purely just like when you accumulate lots of information over years, right? You have these things that you think may be plausible. So I'm not saying this is true whatsoever, but I feel that the biggest factor on life on this planet is the sun. And the sun and our galaxy go through different stages of different types of radiation that we're exposed to on the planet. Those radiation cycles were mapped by the Mayans with the Bactunes, which are the 26,000-year rough cycles, which is also the light years we are from the center of our galaxy, which used to behave as a black hole but is now emitting gamma bubbles from the center, so it's breathing out. So what if radiation mutates DNA through viral activation, which causes the anomalies and the shifts in the genetic code of the species on said planet, which is what the actual impetus for evolution to occur is that the radiation mutates the DNA
from the sun.
Yes, and that's how you get.
talks about the radiated monkey, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah,
and it's like a software upgrade. It's like we're connected to this huge network, and the galaxy beams the code out to the stars, and then the stars pump the planets, and the planets then are absorbed into the life forms, and the life forms get.
This is law of one, like the sun is like the sub-logos.
Ra, this is the eye of Ra.
This is the ray of creation, and this is everything that the esoteric and the alchemists schools speak about, because it's not a coincidence.
We're getting whole rabbit. It's not even midnight.
You've got the solar, and then you've got the soul. So basically, we develop a soul by the mechanism of the sun, or the solar energy, radiation.
100%, and that's why I think it's so prevalent in all mythology and ancient wisdom and stories. And like, you know, it's just, there has to be, it's the recipe thing. If people are talking about stuff enough over time and it's part of core myths of cultures, foundational aspects, there's a reason that you're paying so much attention to the stars and the sun. And it's because those things give you awareness of where you are in the cycle, and where you are in the cycle is important to how you should be behaving or where you should be locating on the planet based on whether it's going to warm, cool, etc. If we're going to go through a rough period, so on and so forth. And if you're wise enough to do that, you've passed nature's test and you proliferate, and hopefully you use your wisdom to build societies that have essentially decentralized forms of resource distribution, cooperation, and completion and stewardship. And I think sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it's up to us, now that we're all talking through the internet, to be aware of these concepts, these possibilities, and think that there's probably no coincidence of the timing, and that we're probably nearing another big cycle shift, which means there's an incredible opportunity to influence the matrix based on the choices and actions we take. And if we use that wisdom appropriately, we'll shepherd in a more prosperous age than what we're going to be exiting out of, purely because we had to be motivated to do so because it got so shitty.
Gosh.
This is another public service announcement live from the Peasantron Wednesdays. Big shout out to everyone that's tuned in tonight to our Friday night Schwab show. We will be back live in 2 weeks. Right. This, I personally think, is one of the most important things we've ever done.
Did you just say Reich? Or right?
Did I just say right?
No, you said right.
Sorry,
said right.
I've got the trans-European far right on my mind. Right, for anyone that's wondering what this is, and then anyone on YouTube that's watching, I just need to let you know these saucy symbols here. We do not support any of these messages that is in this expose, in this documentary. This is to bring things to light and to expose things, right? Yeah.
Believe me, this isn't our ideology.
Yeah, this is not our ideology. And if you're wondering what the trans-European far right is, you have to subscribe to Peasantron. We need to get that camera sorted out.
There's no way this goes out on YouTube, guys. It is spicy.
Conversations with Nix is going to be an ongoing thing. We're about to record part 2 of this conversation this night on Wednesday, 9th of October. Part 1 came out on Peasantron yesterday for you guys that are watching on a Friday. This one is an hour long, and we've had a really in-depth conversation.
It was a good starting point.
Yeah,
but there's more to come.
There's a lot more to come, and you know, we can't even really talk about what this is about on YouTube for fear of the the content moderators giving us a strike or whatever.
Even the thumbnail is
slightly dodgy. Yeah, isn't it? Could probably get us in trouble. So once again, make sure you subscribe to Patreon for the first of our series of conversations with Nix, our reporter, our informant.
On the ground reporter.
Boots on the ground reporter. So big shout to Nix.
Guys, it's a mere $3.33 a month, or if you're from the UK, it's £3. Yeah, it's really not a lot of money. You get all the best first content that we can't show on YouTube, and you get lots of other peaks as well.
Yeah, and basically things that we can never talk about on YouTube.
Hence the trans-European far right.
Yeah, so get onto Peasantron now. The link is in the description, and we will also have a QR code on the screen. Okay, back to the swab. Yeah, sound of the Maxwell, rise above. Wow, live on a Friday night, bruv. Yeah, we rise above, extinguish fear when we generate. We rise above, extinguish fear when we generate love. Sound of Maxwell, rise above. MCLL, rise above. Tormented audio, rise above. MCLL, yes, we extinguish fear when we generate love. We rise above each and every Friday night with the Maxwell. Come with it, yo. I'm a lifelong student of the occult, searching for verses locked in a vault, yearning for scriptures buried in a lifelong student of the occult, searching for verses locked in a vault, yearning for scriptures buried in a tomb, burning pictures in deep catacombs, learn the prophecy buried in dirt. That's why double L's heavy with words, draw for the sword, bury them first, samurai tongue, severing nerves, focus, intent, remember, execute, manifesta, the system that he presents from, inner guardians, inner protector, inner guardians hidden within, deeper than skin, deeper than flesh, listen in, sound of the Maxwell, on rise above, extinguish fear, listen up, bruv. Oh shit, I like it, I can do something with that. Sound of the Maxwell, focus, intent, remember, focus, intent, remember. Yeah. Execute, manifesta. Maxwell. Focus, intent, and remember. It's the system that he presented from. Inner guardians, inner protector. Inner guardians hidden within. Deeper than flesh, deeper than skin. The room goes quiet when the drop of a pin comes loudly rear, bruv. Now we begin. Let me break it down to the first principle. Apply trivium, analytical. Quadrivium, and metaphysical. We're ascending, not traversing. Inner standing, without rehearsing. Protect your soul from eternal thirsting. Why is that, Andy? Yo, a brand new earth is emerging. The evil energy surging. The demiurge is determined to drain your soul with guilt and burden. No reversing, a sack of moon fertilizer bursting. You've got to put the work in. Away from this message, MCs are shirking. Maxwell. Yeah, come with it. Slap that down, Maxwell. How are the levels? Let us know. Yo, and it's dark in this dungeon. Around every corner the evil's abundant. Hope is redundant. Treacherous beings spread the dysfunction. They feed on your soul. For their lunch and get pleading with gold or prepare for consumption. I'm the ravenous huntsman. Right arm hold your carcass triumphant. Blood drips congealed on the dirt. Forms red mud, are you feeling the hurt when the carnage occurs? We let the demon speak and then hang on his words. Mesmerized by the evil inside. Hypnotizing all people alive. Energizing the feeble demise. Life in the dungeon's extremely deprived and it's dark in this dungeon. Around every corner the evil's abundant. Hope is redundant. Treacherous beings, they spread their dysfunction. They feed in your soul. For the lunch you get pleading with gold or prepare for consumption. Ha! It's the ravenous huntsman. Ha! It's the ravenous huntsman. Maxwell. Listen. Ha! I was told to change my ways. Maxwell, yo, I was told to change my ways. But now I learn to embrace, to be an individual. We live criminal or invisible, set pace. Subliminal messages tell me comply, consume, cooperate, don't fight. Follow the rules and have a nice life. But the flames of rebellion burnt me inside. Past the petrol, I'll ignite. More gas hit the pedal, we're leaving tonight. I said, more gas hit the pedal, we're leaving tonight. Your ass split with metal when powers collide. Soul can't settle when we're facing a fight. Haha, souls can't settle when we're facing a fight. I move in the shadows in attempts to evade the all-seeing eye with the all-seeing gaze. Roots of the gallows is easily made when your debt to the beast ain't easily paid. Farming's a crime, forbidden crops, alarming times. We've forgotten lots. Give away power to covert forces, gaining it through ill-rotten plots. Enough of that thinking, time to evolve. Your stomach's poison, drink is dissolved. Yeah, ship that sinking, shift your awareness, the problem is solved. Love gifts from your highness, dripping in gold. Drips in your sinus, freezing the cold. Temperature's minus, spreading the virus. Zip up your mask, do as you're told. Well, I won't bury this hatchet, I thought you should know. Warrior lines got carved in the snow. I've been watching you closely since 2001, I thought you should know. Yo, Maxwell, steal the fucking show. Yeah, fuck a lateral flow. Why is that? Because I come with a multi-dimensional lyrical blow straight to the dome. Maxwell. Yes, we move in the shadows in attempts to evade the all-seeing eye with the all-seeing gaze. And I came to this jungle looking for the shaman to learn knowledge, to get training. I got questions, need explaining. Who manifests these thoughts that we are making? We talk for days, but no words were spoken. Wow, the third eye's wide open. My 7 chakras awoken. Come to this jungle, now I'm the shaman. Draw for the power of thunder like Raiden. No Mortal Kombat. I won't drop the swords, I'm not on that. Why? The vibration's high. Nah, then not test I and I. Speak to the Buddha and Rastafari when we chat to the prophet. He tell no lie. Heal with the shaman, smoke with the Rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach the pastor. They serve the same master. Too many questions, come with it, Maxwell. Yeah, this is Rise Above. Big up Cheech McDuck. Big up Lord Doobsworth. Sam Carno, Chop the Dog. Yeah, and Double L slaying. Listen to every single word I'm saying. Crystal clarity. Why is that? Listen, bruv, the general's back. And I'm speaking general facts. Pay your dues like federal tax. I'm not just rolling through, I'm leveling flat. 16 bars on several tracks. Don't dispute this minister's acts. Farang pun kai jing di. Put mak alai nak nak. Yeah, that's right. Say that again. Listen, the general's here. When the general speaks, it's crystal clear from the top of my tongue to get eardrum. Rise above soldiers, show no fear. I'm a militant man with a dissident plan. Coming from a different land, United Kingdom of Phalangistan. Yeah, the general's here. When the general speaks, it's crystal clear. Yes, Maxwell. Look at Legend 07. Maxwell's got a poison dart, brother, straight to the heart, mate. Now a sound boy, never gonna partake. It's not a game, no, in no arcade. I shoot that Cupid, cause them. We cause them heartache, cry me a river. Cause them heartache, cry me a river. We never talk no more. Yo. I'll tell you what, Maxwell just made me have a lyrical onslaught. What do you know about that? Yo. Listen. Okay. Yo. With your posal covert forces, they could come with their tanks and horses, driving 33 of Bill Gates' Porsches. Right above, that's a mental fortress. The most deep and the walls are enormous, made of knowledge of multiple sources. You can't storm us, not climbing the power of glorious corpses. Don't come with the eye of horrors. You still couldn't see our auras. We hunt rabbits way across the borders. We are the vertical rising forces. The third force installer, control the Touareg inside the Taurus. Don't test my team, we're scorchers. We are the metaphysical ballers. Yo. Big shout out to all the crew. We got Maxwell in the studio, all the way from Canada. Tormented audio. Yo, what was I saying? I was saying like, if any like Soviet weasel steps to me, what am I gonna say? If I have to go for a place of authority like some Soviet checkpoint, I'll probably say something like, yo, fuck your lateral flow. I come with a multi-dimensional lyrical blow, straight to the dome. Any Soviet weasel, let it be known. Right above your parasite force. You could come with a tank or a horse. You could drive at me at 33 miles per hour in Bill Gates' Porsche. You will get bun and torch. Judgment Day, natural law. Lord Schwab and your global cause gonna put your plans in a total pause. We remain tougher than leather. Do your worst, I recatalyze better. Don't survive at the end of your tether. Thrive in the greatest apocalypse ever. Study the time, the hypothesis. Fare better in the greatest apocalypse. Maxwell, yeah. Don't study to where the prophet lived. A polymath place for the knowledge is. The same place where the demons and gods exist. Tread the path of a syncretist. Since Master Lee taught me the synthesis. Yeah, now I feel powerful like I was made for this. Unallowable, hidden and infamous. Unaccountable, wickedest impetus. They illuminate pyramids with reverse occult photosynthesis. Yo, Maxwell, you were built for this. Holy shit, rise above. People them, extinguish fear when we generate love. Yes, it's Maxwell House, full blend on this roast, Maxwell. Dirty, dangerous and sinister, comrade. I told you before, rise above won't allow the reset, no, not in a million years. We shed a million tears, they promoted a million fears. My reptilian senses, my mammalian brain, combating the Schwabian forces, bruv, I'm bringing them ultimate pain. I'm an agent of the awakening, a transcendental 5D changeling. I manifest now, right now, 3D knees straightening. I remember my past life, and 5,000 before it. I've battled these weasels 1,000 times, so I come on and settle this score tip. I'm a worthy adversary. In fact, they fear me. Every time I reincarnate on earth, their darkness can't come near me. Why? I shine too brightly, a higher vibration daily, nightly. A dire citation, try to indict me. Silence L, they wanna demite me. No, I rise above that. Shit, you can't endorse that. I walked in the court and I changed up the format. I wiped their sheet on the floor like a doormat. That's a true story, and I'll end it like that. Read it in the paper, they had to write it down exactly like that. That's why we rise above, extinguish fear when we generate, yo, Maxwell, generate love. That's why fam, rise above, extinguish fear when we generate, yeah, we generate love. Big up Pod Dan Munch. Big up Chop the Dog. Magnetic Melody. Big up King 77703. We'll see ya. Tonight we are powered by Maxwell House. Yes. Listen, they said step back 2 meters, but the camera scanned my facial features. It said warning, spatial breaches, observe the government speeches. Don't go to the parks and beaches. Strict advice on daily releases. Yo, is this about a virus? Is it a plot? What to control and divide us? Is it a problem, reaction, solution? A manufactured crisis? Depopulate body baggers? Biometric ID taggers? Gate foundation, the vax apparatus? Skin a newborn skin like a cactus? Corona, the ground of your highness? Or the molecule inside your sinus? This ain't Wuhan bronchitis. It's the actors of medical mafia pirates. 3 million came from Obama. Dr. Fauci through Big Pharma. Move it to Wuhan, ring the alarm. It's our virus, bruv, that's karma. Yo, Bill Gates made a prediction. Event 201 is not a fiction. He said 66 million die of corona affliction. Let me spit vocal wisdom. Nothing social about a social distance. Minds got locked in mental prisons. I hope their sentence lessons. They program fear. I shine a torch on the program here. The view from my porch, the program's clear. 20s, 30s, 8 more years. UN, they wrote the agenda of one world government. Epicenter, your soul in a hole in a brain in a blender. Double L's real, bruv, I'm not a pretender. I studied their methods. 20 years with my head in the records. 20 years of it closely observing. Yeah. 20 years closely observing, my ear to the ground. Sound predictions are made this time around. Listen. I gotta let the tunes breathe. I'm buzzing off this set. Maxwell. Massive shout to everyone. Chicks McDuck. Matthew P. Eye for an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Maxwell here, tearing down the house with the truth. Fire! Fire in the building. Run for the door. Women and children first. Yes, Thomas Young. Pass me the fire extinguisher. Since day one. Since day one, we've been going in militant. Yeah, since day one, we've been going in militant. Not same, oh so different. Maxwell, no equivalent. That's right, Maxwell, no equivalent. MCLL all over the beats, rolling militant. Solidarity and cohesion. Together we resist their lesion. I never stop it when I'm still breathing. Forever seen psychotically reading, documenting their plotting and scheming. Yo, listen. Their illogical teaching leaves me yearning for a topical preaching. Peeling back the layers of deception. Mirror traps, untrue directions. I peer through the cracks of deception. Say my prayers, face my reflection. Knowledge of self, power of mind, intellectual wealth. Powers of mind, powers of Maxwell. Come with it back, come with it hell. Yo. Remember, buy Rise Above merchandise. riseabove.news/shop. Big up Vita Positiva. Hang tight everybody in Austria, all across the crater, north, south, east and west. It's Rise Above, live from the HQ. Sounds of Maxwell, Tormented Audio, Double LMC. The metaphysical specialist. Yeah. Listen, up against an immovable object. We are placing bets on illusional oddset. Maxwell.
Jump in it. Yeah, they can't see.
Lick a man in his head top talking foul. When your mama done brought you up much better than that little man, sit down. How's my man got enough to be out here screaming all this? Man got slapped, sent to the shop by the same man there, that's man so feds, man. Shit got sticky like man got wetted like but the ambulance man think 1 feds, 2 feds, 3 feds, 4 straight 10 toes, man don't rate low. Twisting up wrists, coughing my raw. Pussy on feds, can't see me no more. You ain't the levs no more. You was a top boy, not no more. Used to get weed lots every time that you sprayed bars at the rave, but not no more. Used to be a headline act, paid them racks, tracks, not no more. She was on you, but you lack, can't get her back. Done it ain't that no more, no more. You ain't the thing no more. You was a bad boy, not no more. Used to be the guy when I heard you on radio like them days, but not no more. Used to be known for the weed, snorting the lines, guess you not no more. Used to have man shoes in the playlist on the Spotify, but not no more. Poverty life can't do we no more. NSM V10 can't do we no more. Racist feds don't want it no more. Knees in my back with my face in the floor. Fuck iPhone, don't want it no more. Frozen food, don't want it no more. Man tried to be vegan for a whole week, then I thought I don't want it no more. Government lights can't take it no more. Bigger look, bigger wake, ain't washing no more. Mums in the cool with moss in the bathroom tub. Trust me, I don't want it no more. Out here trying to find a buy for a night, but the plug told me he ain't selling no more. Ex was a slag in New York, so I said to myself, me and her can't marry no more.
Enemies them don't want it no more. Hitters went broke, don't want it no more. Even my gal got dick in her belly to the point she said I don't want it no more. Worldwide lockdown, don't want it no more. God's in the grime, I ain't losing no war. Government used to have youth clubs and they can't fund it. They said we don't want it no more. YG's in jail, don't want it no more. Dadless homes, don't want it no more. Gentrification killing off half of the end. Trust me, I don't want it no more. These be releasing fake documentaries, don't tell the truth no more. God's in the grime, man, don't wanna have to rewind. Listen up, I don't lose no war. No more, you ain't the left no more. You was a top boy, not no more. Used to get weed less every time that you spray bars at the rave, but not no more. Used to be a headline act, paid them racks, tracks, not no more. She was on you, but you lack, can't get her back, ain't that no more, no more. You ain't the thing no more. You was a bad boy, not no more. Used to be the guy when I heard you on radio like them days, but not no more. Used to be known for the weed, snorting the lines, guess you not no more. Used to have man shoes in the playlist on the Spotify, but not no more.
the sniff. Let's take it a little step further. When I come in, I feel the wickedness. I'll bite off your face like a burger. You better go shut up on the hit list. That means it's above my brain. Eyes on the prize, and they know that I'm hitting it. Stay about hope and pray.
Of the liquid metal rabbit.
Did you hear it? We have the style of the liquid metal rabbit. Right now, Sound of the Magics. Big up Maxwell on the last set, absolutely spectacular. We just had to let some smoke out the studio. It's like a Ukrainian biolab in here at the moment, toxic fumes everywhere. Okay, so we've got a winner on the t-shirt. Big up Bruce Townsley. Lee Gould, you came second. Jay Townsend, you were third. First, second and third. Big up Bruce, you got the t-shirt. Sound of the Magics. Big up Sin Star Dread in the studio. Homer Beats in the studio. It's Rise Above, it's Friday night. We're going on Hot Box. Big up Matthew P. Let us know how we're sounding. Is the level of the microphone right? Congratulations, Bruce. You're going to get an original logo Rise Above t-shirt when our box of 100 arrives on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Predator.
Big shout to Alex Wright at Rev Gear. I'll give you a choice of colours, Bruce. I think black, white, grey, maybe red. Sound of the Magics. Yo, we're not over. Rise above ain't over. Shit, with the metaphysical soldiers looking over shoulders. Big up Helena Phoenix. Big shout out to all the crew down under. Oz, NZ. All across the crater, north, south, east and west. Yes. Welcome to the Soviet Union. Human rights, you're losing them. Brand new style, we're abusing them. Okay, we've got the first attack of the sex bots. Admins. Schwabian sex bots are attacking the stream.
Those naughty ladies.
As if anyone actually clicks on the link and what's hot girls and boys.
Don't do it, it's George Soros.
Sound of the Magics. Live in the Crucible. Surviving the swarm of Schwabian sex bots. Big up everyone in the live chat, yes. Rise above, extinguishing the fear when we generate the love. You know, there's a war going on. For our minds, for our attention, for our lives, and it keeps going on because we remain blind. The system is shoveling shit in our eyes. Watch this, consume that. Anything on the big screen that's flat. Bruv, you're playing GTA. You're flushing your focus away, cruising through a 3D illusion. So why do you need that game to play? This is real. Are you feeling me? It's all vice in the city, no liberty. Put down the Xbox controller. Let me bust a verbal soliloquy. The burden is killing me. Use my aura discharge ability. Discharge my aura. Climb any mountain, cross any border. Psychonaut in a mind explorer. Hyper thoughts, killer lines cause torture. Yeah, in and out of order. Ready for the message, reach for your recorder. Gonna burn from the scorcher, panic on the streets, mass disorder. Are you a player? Are you a baller? It don't matter when your name get caller. All that matters is how you adjust to the new world order. Yeah, bruv, we all make changes. Rising costs, lowering wages. Despite all that, the flame still blazes. The flame's still burning on. The world keeps turning on. The mistakes we've the mistakes we've made so far. The mistakes we've made so far. The lessons that we should be learning from. Yes, Elizabeth Clayton, Pan's people in the house. Magic's on the pan pipes. I've got to give a huge shout to Maxwell. All of those tunes were produced by Maxwell and his whole set. Incredible shizzle. Big shout to everyone at Tormented Audio from all the Rise Above family. That's a connection. Ooh, are we bottoming that? Let us know if we're distorting. Congratulations, Bruce. If we sell enough more t-shirts, I will give away more on the next musical set. Master Lee is waiting in the wings. We're still going to talk about World War 33, the Greta reset, and we've still got Master Lee's whole rabbit hour as well, really.
Oh yeah, the night's
young. The night's young. We've had a break. Come on.
Yeah, and let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Magics. Remember, if you want to hear more from Maxwell and his cohorts, Tormented Audio, bandcamp.com, the link is on the screen.
Greasy Records.
What? GRWZ what?
Fucking greasy, yo.
Also, check out greasyrecords.bandcamp.com. That's GREEZY Records. Lord Dubworth wants to reject the Schwabian sex box shirt. That's gonna have a limited audience, that one. Yo, Madge, listen. Horror movie shit, yeah? Magics. Time for Double L to spill out, roll out. Yo, Madge, It's like Clash of the Titans, blood splash, fantasy violence, run from the harpy, the siren, the werewolf, the lichen. Dash for the silence, the way that I'll build up a lyric, same way psychics summon up spirits, spelling out words from the letters on the Ouija board, from the demons you're reaching for, evil thoughts, greasy hordes, speaking live from the other side. My lips stay moved with the force, a few points to clarify, then want me to turn to the dark side and make a deal with a life force parasite. It's a burning appetite, observing the herd from a Death Star satellite. Them are serving the serpent, further the birth our purpose is working, under the watchful guise of the all-seeing eye. Agents are lurking, don't tell me there's not a conspiracy when 5 billion are living their life hurting. You're not a friend to me, don't make me your enemy, we need a revolution. I'll be the first in, and I keep researching, 21 years and the cranium's bursting. You've got to put the work in, away from this message MCs are shirking. Nowadays everybody wanna chat, nowadays everybody wanna spit, nowadays everybody bum wax, yeah. Nowadays everybody wanna mix, yo. Nowadays everybody wanna chat that they got stories to tell. Same old crap when they touch the mic, they all sound like shite. These MCs forgot about L. Yeah, they forgot about me, they forgot about Magix and Angie PG. And all the Rise Above family, we are here to stay. Magix, laying down the classics, vinyl and plastic. This is more than 2 32s and a hook. Magix, yo, this is more than 2 32s and a hook. Oh, he's switching the tempo. Go on.
Wazoo.
Yeah, Magix. Come for that bump and hustle shit. Big up Helen, you know it's the flat beat. Yo, it's like darts might tear through armoured plates, accelerate at alarming rates, wipe a smile off a charming face, then stop the war by disarming states like whoa. Who broke the ceasefire? Grab the mic lead and drop the crown crier. No matter what transpire, slice through beef just like cheese wire. Rain on them with the heavy artillery. Painstaking wordplay, sickest delivery. Leave an MC in a seizure, bulging veins, bust up capillaries. Intravenously, no vaccine, conveniently. Fatalities are occurring frequently. Yeah, listen. Magix, you better bear witness to this phenomenon. Rise above a clear sickness as it's coming on. Beating my fist on the walls of Babylon. It's double L. Listen. Magix switched it. I'm sipping on some Russian soda. Oh, you can't see it. Russian soda, you know that. We go for the Russian pink, not the yellow and blue. Now we choose the third option, each and every. Ascending, not traversing, in a standing without rehearsing. Yo, I said, Study the timeless hypothesis. They're better in the greatest apocalypse. Some pilgrimage show where it proper live, but a polymath place where the knowledge is. Same place where the demons and gods exist. Tread the path of a syncretist. Since Master Lee taught me the synthesis, now I feel powerful like I was made for this. Unallowable, hidden and infamous. Unaccountable, wickedest impetus. Yeah, they illuminate pyramids with reverse occult photosynthesis. Wave your banners of war. NPCs, what you're stammering for. Grip on the mic like the hammer of Thor. Yeah. Slap Hermes and grip his caduceus. Burn his hands with the flames of Lucius. Wow. Who's the messenger now? Eternal recurrence, nothing ain't new to us. Break it down to the nucleus. Don't force feed no truth to us. I've been preparing before the uterus, trying to expose what they're gonna do to us.